And we are set to go here from the Coliseum. Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons with you here tonight. Set for our opening puck drop that is being brought to you by Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram under the giant American flag across from Glenbrook Square. Again, the starters for the Komets. Matt Villalta will be your starting goaltender, getting his first professional start, even though he saw some time up in Ontario in the AHL, but this is his first start. And then starting for the Komets, Szydlowski, Matt Bowdens, Matt Brassard at defense, AJ Jenks, and Will Peshnig also back at the blue line. So the Komets looking to keep up those hot starts. They have scored the first goal in each of the first 4 games, and 3 of them coming inside of a minute 2. So Komets, of course, looking to jump ahead again here tonight in front of a nice crowd at the Coliseum.
Exactly. And we got, as we said, we got a goaltender who's only played 1 game so far this season in the Jacksonville goal. So let's get on him early. Let's go after him, get some quality shots on him as we have. And maybe we can pop another early one here on him.
Griffin Outhouse is the starting goaltender for Jacksonville as we settle in and get ready to go here at the Coliseum. Face off, it will be Jenks to take the drop, and it's going to be controlled by the Icemen as we get things going here on a Friday night in Fort Wayne. The puck going all the way down here in the Komet zone. Peshnig couldn't dig it out of the corner. Now we've got a tie up down there. AJ Jenks giving it a jam with Phelan, and they are banging away, and it's going to be Will Peshnig coming up with it. He banks it off the wall, coming up to the blue line. Here's a shot. And Villalta makes his first save as a Komet. Szydlowski will pick it up on the right side. It's going to come into the Jacksonville zone. It's going to come here on the corner. Bowdens goes down low. Szydlowski back below the goal line. He is going to give it back to Bowdens. Bowdens going to try and center it, but the pass is going to be broken up. Bowdens still working hard there, and he goes up along into the corner. And now Jacksonville with it. Chase Lang on the right side. He will skate with it. He gets it out of the Iceman zone, and now it's going to be trickled into the Komet end.
First line changed by both teams.
Villalta will play it around up along the far side. Here come the Komets in the neutral zone. Flipped into the Jacksonville end. Outhouse will come out. He'll backhand it up along the wall. And it's going to go down into the corner as McKenzie crowds it up, comes up to the blue line. Here's a shot. It's going to be tipped. And the rebound is going to go into the corner. Outhouse reacted late to that. It was tipped at the last second. And now Jacksonville will try and break it out. Here's Garrett Ross, the former Komet. He puts it out in front of the net, and they couldn't get on goal. And the puck goes into the corner. Here's Marcus Phillips getting his first start as a Komet. It goes into the corner, and now back below the goal line. And it's Sean St. Amant with it, backhands it around, and Phillips has got it. Goes off the wall, touch pass, and here comes McKenzie. Needs some help. He'll come across the line. He'll flip it in.
Line change.
And the Komets will change it up. No score here, just underway here at the Coliseum between the Komets and the Jacksonville Icemen. Same 2 teams tomorrow night back here 7:30 at the Coliseum. Icemen with it. They're going to throw it up along the left side in their own zone. Having trouble getting it out of there is Mitch Jones, the former Cyclone, will get it out. It's going to go all the way into the Komet end now. It's going to float forward to Petruzzelli. Outlet pass, and now here come the Komets. It'll be Morrison in front of the net. Had a man cutting in, and it just ripped wide up top of the blue line. Petruzzelli wraps it around the wall, goes into the corner, and Morrison goes after it up along the far side. He is going to take it away. Now Morrison looking to hand it off to someone. He will find Mason Bergh. Bergh up along the wall, up top here in the point. Here's a shot. It is tipped in front. Rebound. And Outhouse got a piece of it, and it goes back below the goal line. Up along the near side and now out of the zone. Komets reaching for it, but it's going to be the Icemen picking it up. That's going to go down into the corner, and it's a Komets good defense there. And it's going to sit around by Kyle Haas into the corner. Up along the far side here in the Komet zone. Jacksonville with it. Komets unable to control it up top to the blue line. Here is a wrister that is going to be tapped away, and it goes into the corner. Now back below the goal line. They try and wrap it around. No good. Top of the circle shot. Save made, and now out in front again, and the Komets cleared out. Up along the far side. Morrison gets it to the blue line. Komets unable to control it. Now coming back up to the blue line. Here's a shot. It's going to whistle wide, and Villalta will play it safe, and he will get a whistle. The Komets caught running around in their own zone there for a minute.
Yeah, they started throwing it off the boards. They did not get possession of the puck. Defense stood up, kept the puck penned into the Komet zone. Finally, it got close enough to Villalta. He grabbed on and got a whistle. No score. First period early here.
Face off to the left of the goaltender, Matt Villalta. Jenks will take the drop for the Komets. And here we go. Tied up on the dot. Now it gets loose. Komets are reaching for it. It's going to be tapped up to the blue line where the Icemen have it. Now it's going to be sent all the way around. Dayu wraps it all the way around up along the left wing. And now up along those boards on the left side, now to the blue line. Dayu splits it out in front, knocked away. Komets can't dig it out.
Bouncing puck.
And it goes into the corner. Icemen still with it. Coming up along the near side. Now the Komets still can't get it out. Shot from the blue line. That's going to go wide. That was Craig on the shot. And up along the far boards, Komets skate with it. Get it across the line. Big hit on the far boards. As the puck comes loose in the Icemen, they have got it. Garrett Ross. He's going to flip it deep into his own zone. And now the Icemen control it. Graham Craig on the left side. Backhands it out. Komets pick it off at their own blue line. Moving it forward. Bowdens will get it over St. Amant. Here's a shot. Missed it. High side. And now it is going to be on the left wing. And now it will be the Icemen into the neutral zone. They go. James Phelan into the Komet end. It's going to be taken away by McKenzie. Now a long stretch pass will get into the Jacksonville zone. They come in front. St. Amant with a shot. What a save. Goaltender's out of position. And it's blocked by the defenseman.
Couldn't tuck it.
Goes up along the near side. Outhouse had no idea where that puck was. And a great job by the defenseman sprawling out on the goal line. Now coming down here, the Icemen with a chance. Here is a backhander taken away by McKenzie. Banks it off the wall, and down it goes.
Good action, back and forth each other.
On to the left side. It's going to be tipped. It's going to go into the Komet zone. No icing on the play as Haas grabs it for the Komets. Throws it up on the far side, and now it is going to be put back into the Jacksonville zone. Outhouse will put it into the corner. Far side. Bouncing puck. Reaching for it is Petruzzelli. He controls it, and he pitches it into the corner for Mason Bergh. Bergh up along the far side. Now goes down low. Here's Lasarchik. He tries to put it home. He sent it through the blue paint, and now back the other way come the Icemen. On the far side, it is going to be dipped into the Komet zone. Villalta comes out to play it. Oh, he got caught. Comes out in front of the net. He's able to get back. No shot on net. Up top of the blue line. And now tipped up along the far side. Haas got a piece of it. Now Lasarchuk, he will go down to Mason Bergh. Into the corner. Haas again trying to avoid a check. Banks it off the glass and out. And now we are going to get playing the puck with a high stick. As a couple minutes ago, the Komets had the best chance of the game as Griffin Outhouse, he was drawn down. He had no idea where the puck was. St. Amant tried to wrap it around as Outhouse was about 2 feet from the net, and the defenseman heads-up play got right in front of St. Amant, was able to block it.
St. Amant had the time. He just couldn't circle a net quick enough as he tried to jam it in. The defenseman slid into the crease and deflected it away from the net. Good defensive play. Tough break, Komets.
So we stay scoreless here in the first period as Pechnig slams it into the Jacksonville zone. The puck comes on the left side. Graham Craig, he will move it out of there. Here's Garrett Ross. Ross will get it around one man, and it goes up along the far side. That was Brassard he beat, and now it comes up to the center line, thrown back into the Komet end. Pechnig will go back. Pechnig over to Brassard in the corner. Backhander up along the near side. Sean Szydlowski will get it into the neutral zone, and the Icemen will chase it. 13:57 to go, first period, no score. And here's Graham Craig on the left side to his own blue line. Sends it ahead. Now thrown forward on the left wing. And now into the corner. Iceman chasing after it. Now the Komets dig it out, and it's Sean Szydlowski. Quick pass forward to Jenks. Jenks with it on the far side. It goes off the linesman's skate and in to the Jacksonville zone. Far side corner. Komets change it up. Mitch Jones to the left side, taking it off the wall. Jason Binkley got a skate on it, but it's still going to roll into the Komet zone. Marcus Phillips waits for it, gets it over to Brady Shaw. Shaw into the corner, got taken off the puck, but here's Jason Binkley to help him out. Cannot clear it, and it comes out to Villalta, who can stop it, puts it onto the corner, up top of the blue line, shot, and Villalta got the right leg on it. Into the corner it goes. Now up along the near side. McKenzie jamming away at it. It gets loose. Jason Binkley on the far side for the Komets. Absorbs a check from Chase Lang as he unloads the puck into the Jacksonville zone. Icemen back in their own end. Mitch Jones goes all the way back behind his goaltender, Griffin Outhouse. And he passed it up along the near side. Now across rink we go. John Albert. He'll carry it across the line. Drop back pass. Here's a shot and an easy save for Villalta.
Puck shot at the net. Villalta stood up on the crease. Got his glove on it, killed the play right there. We get a timeout for both teams.
12:39 to go in the first. No score. We'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Hello, this is head coach Ben Boudreau. I'm the guy responsible when your Komets are in need of repair, new parts, or maybe just a quick inspection. When it comes to vehicles, I turn to the pros at Ace Radiator on Coliseum Boulevard in Fort Wayne. Ace Radiator has spent decades keeping Fort Wayne rolling with time-tested service and repair. Ace's certified technicians have more than 80 years of experience providing expert sales and service for radiators, heaters, coolers, and air conditioners. Sometimes you just have to make the call. 800-288-7964. That's Ace Radiator. 800-288-7964.
Life is busy enough. And when you add finding a doctor, it can be overwhelming. Lutheran Health Network now makes it possible to find a doctor with just one phone call to 844-LHN-DOCS. One call lets you schedule an appointment with one of more than 50 primary care providers in our network. Just call 844-LHN-DOCS. Finding a doctor with just one call? That's life, powered by Lutheran. Lutheran Health Network includes physician-owned hospitals.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
No score here in the first period from the Coliseum. Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons here tonight. Jacksonville 4 shots on goal. The Komets with 3. We'll set up to the right of goaltender Matt Villalta. Fresh into Fort Wayne, getting the start here tonight. And it'll be Mason Bergh to take the drop for the Komets. John Albert will be his opponent. Goes to the bottom of the circle, picked up. Here's a shot that is going to be deflected. That's going to get out of play.
Yeah, Villalta might have got a piece of that as he tried to jam it in the short side. Villalta stood his ground and got him off the shoulder and deflected up in the crowd. Face-off does stay in the Komet zone. Win the draw, guys.
Albert in there again with Bergh. And it comes up on the left side to Bowdens. Bowdens now gets checked off the puck, comes to the dot, picked off by Bergh. Bergh will take a wide turn, goes along the far side, and it's going to be tossed down the far boards. Down.
Icing again.
That will be an icing. This one is on the Komets, and that is a Just Cream Ice Cream Boutique icing call. Never settle for just one scoop at Just Cream Ice Cream Boutique on DuPont Road. We'll put the face off to the right of Villalta. Same two teams tomorrow night. Back here at the Coliseum, 7:30 is the start time.
Interesting, 2 games in a row, so they'll feel each other out tonight and go at each other harder tomorrow. So, interesting game tonight.
Komets will play 2 in Jacksonville coming up at the end of January. Binkley goes below the goal line in his own zone, gets it to Bowdens. Backhander is going to be tapped away, and now it comes into the corner. Phillips for the Komets plays on the far side, going to be tipped and back into the Jacksonville end. Komets hustling on down, can't get a shot off as Garrett Ross takes it away. Ross's pass goes on the left side. And now, Boudouin will take it across, dropping it back to Clark. Here's a shot, and it's going to come to the blue line. Back along the far side. Icemen still with it, top of the circle. Here's a shot. That is going to go wide, and here's Sean Szydlowski. Szydlowski plays it up along the far side. Anthony Petruzzelli handles it. He'll scoot it over to Jenks. Jenks back to Petruzzelli. Far side, coming across. Here's a shot, and a save made for Griffin Outhouse.
Petruzzelli off the left wing over there. Took the feed pass from Jinx. Let a quick wrist shot go, waiting for the rebound, but not coming. Outhouse made a nice save on it and held on, no rebound. Face-off will stay in the Jacksonville zone.
11:35 to go, opening period. No score. And A.J. Jenks to take the face-off for the Komets.
Hit it back. 2 defensemen on the point, ready to go.
Jenks and Mercier on the drop. And here it is, along the far side. Petruzzelli comes up. Here's a shot that is blocked. And now we push it up along the near side. Into the corner we come. Pile up down there as it's played along the near side. Petruzzelli dishing out some punishment, and the puck comes loose. Mercier with it. He will send it across line into Komet territory, and the Komets go after it. It's Kyle Haas back below the goal line. Jenks is there, wheels it up top of the blue line. It's going to be held in up along that far side, tipped along, and the Komets get to it. It's Haas. He'll try and push it out. His passes, a couple of chances are going to be tipped, and now up along the far side now. The Komets trying to regroup. Here's Max Gottlieb, and Gottlieb gets pushed into into the net, comes dislodged.
Yeah. He was leaning in, trying to cut the corner short. Forward gave him a little push on it and knocked him into the net, knocked the moorings. So we have a face-off in the Komet zone and get the net back in position.
10:56 to go, first period. Shots are even up at 4.
Both goaltenders have been tested. No big scoring chance by either one other than the open net scramble that the Komets had at about the 3-minute mark. Other than that, pretty calm game. Both teams skating well, moving the puck.
Villalta looking solid here in his Komet debut. And Jenks again will take the face-off for the Komets. John Albert will be his opposition. Jenks gets a stick down, the puck is dropped, and we go into the corner. Komets pick it up, Gottlieb onto the far side. Gottlieb gives it a look, finds a gap, and he's got Szydlowski on the right side. Into the neutral zone. Now he gets into the offensive zone to Jenks. Jenks right side, triple team down there, needs some help. His shot is blocked, and it goes into the corner. John Albert with it. Quickly ahead, had a stretch pass, had a man behind the D, couldn't hit him, but it goes into the corner here in the Komet zone. That's Haydenshaw for the Icemen. Goes into the corner, wheeled up along the near boards, and the Komets are able to move it along. Not out, however.
Jason Binkley, guys.
Now he gets it over onto the far side. Now the pass comes forward to St. Amant. He will come across the line.
Around.
Poke checked away. He's going to drop it over to Brady Shaw. His shot, and it's going to be saved by Outhouse. And now into the corner. Now back below the goal line, behind the nets. Jacob Cederholm down there into the corner. Gets tangled up with Shaw. It goes back behind the nets, and Garrett Ross picks it up for the Icemen. Backhander will find its way into the seats, and it's going to, linesmen say it was off the glass, and it goes out of play, so no penalty for delay game.
Face-off most likely will stay in the Iceman zone. Face-off as lines change from both teams.
Same two teams tomorrow night, and it is family 4-pack night. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 soft drinks, and 4 chips for one low price when you purchase the family 4-pack at the Memorial Coliseum ticket office. Family 4-pack night is brought to you by Midwest America Federal Credit Union. To the right of Griffin Outhouse in the Iceman zone. Puck is dropped, tied up on the dot. Now it pops loose. Here's a shot, and a save made by Outhouse. Back below the goal line, picked up. Here's Lasarchik trying to move it over to Morrison, who was covered up. And the pass is going to now come up top to the blue line, and it's going to go out. Haas has got it for the Komets. Over to Gottlieb. He'll return it to Haas on the left wing. Haas will wrap it around the wall. It's going to be stopped by Outhouse behind the net. Tips it into the corner. And now onto the right side, Gottlieb goes deep into the corner. Komets trying to set something up here. Lasarchik up along the near side, drops it right back into the corner. Bergh, now Lasarchik again onto the right. Donnie goes into the corner, got tripped up on the play, and now it is going to get it to Morrison on the left side. Couldn't handle it, and now it'll be Garrett Ross getting it out. And back comes Graham Craig for Jacksonville. And now we get a whistle. It's like we got offside, perhaps. Linesman blew the whistle as the puck entered the Komet zone.
It's going to go to center ice. Both lines will change up a little bit. And we get fresh guys on the ice as we start at center ice with this face-off.
Still no score here in the first period between the Komets and the Jacksonville Icemen. Jenks take the face-off.
Komets will get into the swing next weekend. 3 games in 3 nights, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So look out, the season's going to jump all over you soon.
First one of the season, and now we got a little cross-checking over on the far side. Jenks is in there, and he is having a little talk with Chase Lang.
Szydlowski comes in between them right now.
So now things are heating up a little bit here.
Mitch Jones stepped into it. He had something to say, so we'll see what goes on here.
Jenks and Lang, and the puck is dropped. And the Komets have got it. Jenks ahead to Szydlowski. He'll come across the line. Szydlowski on the right side. Takes a shot out.
Good shot on the net. Szydlowski.
Got the blocker on it. And now it comes along the far side. And it will be Jenks stopping at the blue line. Wheels it around. Going to come up along the near boards. Szydlowski into the corner. Back behind the nets. And it's Haydenshaw for the Icemen. Up onto the near side, and now the Icemen have it. Through the zone they come. And it's Phelan on the right side, enters the Komet zone, far side to Lang. Lang takes a bump from behind as it gets loose to Brassard for the Komets. A long outlet pass is going to come into the neutral zone. Komets flip it in. They'll change it up. And it's Szydlowski for the Icemen on the left side. Tossed into the Komet end. Now back behind the net. It's Marcus Phillips. Avoids a check. And Phillips goes behind the goaltender. Villalta now on the far side. It goes. Komets will dip it into the Jacksonville zone.
McKenzie in after forechecking.
Icemen with the puck in their own end. It's John Albert. It is a long pass, going to go loosely into the Komet zone. And Phillips gets there first for the Komets. Up along the far side. Now everybody conversing on the puck. And it goes behind the net for Jason Binkley. Binkley on the right side. Feathers it forward. Going to come all the way down to Outhouse. And he holds it for a moment. Now he steers it onto the near side. Sean St. Amant takes his man off the puck. It goes behind the net. St. Amant reaching for it. Can't get there. Now back up along the near side. Into the corner. St. Amant battling for it. Lost it. And it'll be Szydlowski. Onto the near side, or the far side for Jacksonville. He floats it forward. Komets get in the way. And now up along the far side here is Mason Bergh. Bergh is going to be outnumbered here.
That's
Gottlieb. Gottlieb goes along the far boards. Pass now go to Bergh. Bergh in the corner. Bergh goes behind the nets. He's tangled up on the play, goes down, and the puck comes up top of the blue line. Icemen turn it over. Morrison gets it across the line. Now here's a shot, and it's going to be score!
And they're saying it went in. It's in the net.
Mason Bergh will get the goal.
Down the left wing. Went in, top shelf, up onto the shoulder. The water bottle popped up in the air, and everybody watched it. But the puck under the shoulder, in the net. Komets get on the board.
Yeah, everybody late to react because everyone was watching the water bottle that jumped up about 3 feet in the air. And it is a goal. Actually, the water bottle was pretty much destroyed by that wrister from Mason Bergh. And the Komets lead it 1-0. 6:49 to go in the first period. So the Komets get on the board first.
That's
again.
Third goal.
And it's the 5th game in a row the Komets have scored first.
Good shot.
Bergh with the goal. We will take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Ready for a new apartment? You don't have to look far. St. Joe Place has everything you could ever want in an apartment complex. Internet, cable, washer, and dryer. It's all included in your monthly rent. There's also a basketball court, an outdoor grilling area, pool, and hot tub, and the list goes on and on. St. Joe Place is leasing 2- and 4-bedroom apartments and now offering 3 bedrooms. Living at St. Joe Place Apartments, you'll quickly realize how great the staff and apartments really are. Call 444-3000 or visit stjoeplace.com. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Komets up 1-0 here on Jacksonville in the first period. Komets got the puck in the Iceman zone. It's played up along the near side and out. And that one is
somebody on the bench.
So we'll point it back the other way. Jacksonville zone as Mason Bergh gets the first goal of the night. Give the assist to it's going to go to Morrison.
Yeah, coming at 13-11, and that's Bergh's 3rd goal of the season. Nice shot coming off the left wing. Beat the goaltender on the short side. Morrison gets the assist, only 1 assist on the play. Komets with a 1-0 lead.
Komets now with 9 shots on goal. Jacksonville with 4. And the face-off to the left of Outhouse. Jenks will take it, and it goes into the corner. Grabbed by Hayden Shaw for the Icemen. Goes up along the far side, and the Icemen are able to clear it out. Bobby Lynch into the Komet zone, but here is A.J. Jenks. Picks it off. Goes onto the right side to Peshnig. He'll quickly move it forward to Szydlowski. Nothing there, and Sid will just go back into his own zone. Matt Brassard getting his first game action as a Komet this year. Sends it out, comes to the Jacksonville blue line, now out to the center ice logo where it is feathered back into the Komet end. Peshnig, the first one back for the Komets, peels it up along the far side for Bowdens. Bowdens tripped up on the play, no call. This is going to get out into the neutral zone. Jacksonville sends it in, up along the near side. Now it's going to be cutting into the near boards. It's going to be Bobby Lynch. He tries to put it up along the near boards. Lynch still with the puck, comes up top to the blue line. Here's a drive, it goes wide, and Jenks has got it for the Komets. Jenks will zip it down. It's going to be gloved down at center ice. And the Icemen regroup in their own zone. Cedarholt ahead he comes, but way offside.
They got him. Faceoff will come outside the zone.
And that will get us down to a timeout. We'll step aside. You are listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
Union Labor has been building Chevy and GMC pickup trucks for over 80 years. The UAW has been dedicated to building quality trucks at the GM Fort Wayne Assembly Plant for over 30 years. Your friends and neighbors in the UAW work every day to bring those quality trucks to your favorite dealerships. Visit your local Chevy or GMC dealer and drive the union-made quality that makes buying a full-size pickup truck such a great value. GMC and Chevy full-size pickup trucks built by the hardworking men and women of UAW Local 2209. Thanks to the UAW.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Comets up 1-0 here in the first period from the Coliseum. Doubleheader weekend. Jacksonville back in here tomorrow night, 7:30 start. We got 5:17 to go here in the first period. And here's the face-off just outside of the Jacksonville blue line. Brett McKenzie will take the draw. And it's going to be won by the Icemen. They dump it back in their own end. On to the left side it goes. And now taken away by St. Amant. St. Amant bearing down on the net. Nothing there. Comes up top of the blue line.
Point. Shot.
Now here's a shot into the chest of Outhouse. Makes the save.
Rebound came out. Nobody got to it.
Going up along the far side. Here's St. Amant with it. Goes below the goal line with a man on his back.
Holding.
And we have got our first call of the night.
Be holding Jacksonville. Jumped on St. Lamont. He big player for the Komets back there. Muscled himself around the boards. Defenseman wrapped his arms around him. Drew the penalty. Komets power play situation.
Komets on the power play this year, 5 of 19. Jacksonville, second best penalty killing unit in the league, but they've only played 2 games. Kravovasis will be the guilty culprit, and he is off for holding, so the Komets go on the power play up by a goal.
Jinx at the draw right now to try to get it back. Szydlowski on the point right now.
Face-off will be to the right of Griffin Outhouse, the goaltender for Jacksonville. Puck comes to the blue line.
Back.
Here is Brassard, who's got a big shot over onto the far side. Comes down into the corner. Jenks to Szydlowski. Here's a little give and go to Brassard. He fanned on it, and it could be a short-handed chance. We got a 2-on-1. Left side. Here comes Lang. Shot. Save made. What a save by Villalta.
Yeah, he played the shooter. The shooter came in on a soft wing. He had a man on the far side. The defenseman got back to cover him a bit. The forward decided to shoot it. Nice shot down low. The goaltender, Villalta, put his glove on it, made a nice catching save. Killed the play right there. That's their best scoring chance right now for Jacksonville.
And Coach Boudreau said that Brassard loves to shoot the puck, and right there he tried it. And it didn't work out very well, but we're okay. Face-off will be in the Comet zone. Still a power play. And we've got Jenks to take the face-off. Here's the drop. It is going to be tangled up. Now it gets kicked out of there by Sean Szydlowski. And on to the far side we go. Komets with it on the power play. Forward we come to Szydlowski. Backhander into the Jacksonville zone. It goes into the corner.
It's delay offside.
And now it'll be a Jacksonville puck. Hayden Shaw with it. Just sends it all the way down. Villalta will stop it. And it will be brought forward by the Komets. Here's Szydlowski on the right side, trying to cover across the line. He will.
Jumped in. Get on it, guys.
And Lasarchik goes below the goal line, gets tangled up with Hayden Shaw. Lasarchik still down there, Jenks in there, and they all lose the battle as it goes to Mitch Jones. Will bank it off the glass, and down it goes.
Jacksonville did a good job digging it out, throwing it down the ice. Komets have to regroup. Here they come.
53 seconds to go in the power play as Brassard, he's going to carry it across the line. Now he feathers it into the corner.
Get in there faster, guys.
Goes behind the nets. Brassard gives it a kick, comes along the near side, now up top of the blue line where McKenzie awaits it. McKenzie has it. Now he sneaks in on the right dot. Here's a shot. It's going to be tipped wide. Comets keep it in. Morrison on the far side point this time. Now it's going to get out to the zone. And the Komets got to regroup. Icemen will take advantage of the opportunity, and they'll zip it down the length of the ice. Down to 20 seconds to go in the power play. And here comes Gottlieb for the Komets. Down the middle of the ice, crosses over. This time they're onside. Gottlieb goes into the corner, avoids a check from Jones, and now he plays it to McKenzie up along the wall. To the point we come. St. Amant, right side, and it will be Gottlieb. Back to St. Amant, down low. Great puck movement here. They put it out in front. It's knocked away. Now again, it goes through the blue paint.
In, all even, 5-on-5 now.
St. Amant has got it in the corner. Here's a shot that's going to go well wide. Komets pick it back up, centering play. Komets have it, shot, it goes wide. Goaltender was drawn down, and McKenzie missed the net. To the blue line, St. Amant has got a nice move. Another shot, it's blocked. St. Amant will pick it up, or that's Shaw rather. Now he goes down low, and it goes into the corner. Up along the left side, pass is going to go all the way down, and this one will be an icing.
Yeah, we need a line change. Get organized again, guys. They had a pretty good scoring chance on the power play there. You just couldn't put the puck in the net. They had the goalie running all over. Missed the open net. Power play's over. 5-on-5 again, and a face-off will stay in Jacksonville's zone.
And Brett McKenzie's going to see that one in his sleep tonight. The goaltender was down. He just missed it high. Face off to the right of Outhouse. 1-0 Komets, 2:24 to go here, first period.
Mason Bergh in for the draw for the Komets.
And the puck comes up to the blue line. Binkley winds up, shot, score!
Binkley from
Jason
the point.
Binkley. And it's 2-0 Komets. Binkley's first of the season. Or maybe this was tipped. I think it's might going to go to Petruzzelli. So it did change directions. It looks like Outhouse was going to play it with the glove, and it changed directions at the last second. Binkley with the rip, and let's see if it hits somebody.
Well, I think Bergh's going to get the assist because it went back to Binkley cleanly from the draw. Here's the shot.
Petruzzelli looks like he may have
skated in front. He may have got a stick on it. We'll have to see.
But it's 2-0 Komets, 2:19 to go in the first.
Good shot from the point. Binkley getting it off quickly. See if somebody got a stick on it to redirect it.
Comes out to center ice with the Komets up by a pair. And it does go to Petruzzelli. He gets the goal, his second of the season. And now the Icemen are running around their own zone. Puck goes along the far side and now into the Komet end. This will be tipped, so no icing. It goes off the end wall and into the corner. Komets with it. Haas will play it up along the near side. Now Bowden's with it. Cross ring pass finds Haas. Haas now will get it out of the zone. It's going to be tapped and into the Evansville end. Down it goes below the goal line. And it goes on the left side. Here is Garrett Ross for Jacksonville. Cuts across the line, and offside will be the call. Well, Jacksonville, this is their only trip up north. They're coming up here to play 2 games against the Komets, and that's it, which is unusual because when you got all these teams around you, Indy, Kalamazoo, Toledo, they usually come up here for a couple weeks and play some games, but they're coming up to Fort Wayne and going right back down to Jacksonville.
Yep, they head back home. They play Orlando, I believe it is. Yeah, Orlando next week. Keep their Florida teams together, I guess, for a while.
And the Komets will see the Florida Everblades next Friday night here at the Coliseum. Military Appreciation Weekend. Then Indy is in town on Saturday, and then the Komets go to Toledo for the first time on Sunday. Puck into the Jacksonville zone. Komets lead at 2-0. We got a $1:30 to go in the period. And now on to the left wing. Here's Graham Craig into the Komet zone. Dangles around, goes into the corner. Nothing there. Now it comes up to the blue line. Komets are able to steal it. Peshnig will get it all the way into the Jacksonville zone. Let's see how many times I say Evansville tonight. Puck comes off the glass and still in the Iceman zone. Goes up along the near side. And again, that is Craig with it for Jacksonville. He'll float it in. Doesn't go very far. Now
last minute of the period.
Tapped into Villalta. He'll glove it out of the air. And he'll leave it for Phillips. Phillips gives it a tap over to McKenzie. Now onto the right side. Here is St. Amant. He'll take a wide turn.
Nice pass up the wing.
And a pass onto the far side. It's Phillips coming across. Marcus Phillips goes into the corner. Got a man on his back. Gets taken off the puck. Now Brady Shaw comes in to help him out. It's going to be poked away. Now now on the near side, and it comes out to the center line. Jason Binkley drifting backwards. Binkley's pass goes on the far side to St. Amant. Now he goes off the end wall, and here's Jason Binkley with it. Binkley ahead, he comes, and that is going to be Bowdens with McKenzie with it. Trying to go to Shaw, tries to bat it out of the air, and does. Keeps it up along the far side. Shaw double team, able to skate through it. He gives it up to McKenzie on the far side.
Penalty.
And a penalty call.
Jacksonville.
Binkley to the blue line, hanging on to it. Delayed call here. Goes down low. St. Amant can't get to it. And it'll be Mitch Jones touching up for Jacksonville.
Hooking Pilly, Jacksonville. They were all over Shaw, who had taken the puck and kept it in at the blue line. As he broke to the net, he got hooked from behind. He draws the penalty. 8 seconds to go. Komets back on power play.
Second power play of the game for the Komets. 0 for 1. Komets lead at 2-0. So let's see if we get something cooking here with just 8 seconds left. So this means we'll have some good carryover time into the second period. And it will be Jenks to take the drop for the Komets as we start up this power play. Jenks patiently waits, wins it. Oh, a little too much on it, and it's going to go all the way down into the Komet zone. And that will do it for the period. Komets 2, Jacksonville nothing. So the hot starts continue as the Komets score the first goal of the game for the 5th straight game, and now a little cushion going into the second period, and a minute 52 of power play time left when we start up the second period.
Well, they outshoot them 11-5 in the period, the Komets. They outscore them 2-0, so everything went their way. I thought Jacksonville played pretty well the first 5 minutes, but the Komets were patient, waited for their chances, and finally at the 13-11 mark, Mason Bergh gets his 3rd goal of the season, followed up at 17:41 by Petruzzelli, his 2nd. So Komets worked hard, got their 2-goal lead. Now they got to work off of that after a pretty good period for the Komets.
And Matt Villalta, new goaltender for the Komets, looked sharp, even though he only saw 5 shots, but he looked very good handling the puck.
Well, the 5th shot was a 2-on-1 break on a shorthanded situation. Went in, he had to play the shooter from all the way, which he did. As the shooter came in, he looked like he was going to pass off. Instead, he let a pretty good wrist shot go, and a nice glove save by Villalta.
All right, 2-0 Komets. We're going to the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Right now, I'm holding a perfectly ice-cold Coors Light. You know how I know it's the perfect temperature? Because the mountain on the can is blue. And also, it's really cold. Every Coors Light is cold filtered, cold lagered, and cold packaged. Notice how many times I said cold? 3 times. It's that cold. So make sure the mountain on your can of Coors Light is blue, because that means it's ready to enjoy. 2019 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado. Celebrate responsibly.
If you've been beat up after a tough night on the ice or a hard day at the office, locally owned Mattress Warehouse could score you a quality sleep at a comfortable price. With brands like Sealy, Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic, and Symbol, our experienced team will find you the comfort and support that will make you feel like a winner. Rush into one of our 3 Fort Wayne locations on North Coliseum Boulevard, Lima Road, or Illinois Road, or log on to mattresswarehousefw.com.
Mattress Warehouse. Sleep on it tonight.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
For all your insurance needs, visit Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Kaleidoscope Floors is giving you a chance to be a part of the Komets this season. Just visit Kaleidoscope Floors on Facebook or Twitter and say you want to be the next guest statistician of the game. Each winner will sit in the press box, keep stats, and be interviewed live on WOWO during the second intermission of each home game. It's all presented by Kaleidoscope Floors, now at their new larger location, 1610 West Cook Road. Contest open to kids 9 and older and must be accompanied by an adult. Sign up right now and be the next Kaleidoscope Floors guest statistician of the game.
Napa know-how.
Why should you buy a 99-cent Napa bag? Because it's no ordinary bag. It can save you 20% on 3 or more items you can fit inside. Some call that magic. Others say it's the 8th wonder of the world. But whatever it is, it's the best way to save you 20% on brakes, filters, wipers, and more. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa Know-How.
Napa Know-How.
At participating Napa Auto Parts stores while supplies last. Minimum 3 items. Exclusions apply. Offer ends 10/31/19.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We are back live at the Coliseum. We're in the middle of the first intermission, and the first period went very well for the Fort Wayne Komets, up 2-0 at the end of the first 20 minutes of play. Let's take a look at the game sheet so far tonight. First, our shots on goal being brought to you by Huntington University. If you are a Komet season ticket holder, you can save 25% off. Yes, 25% off all tuition at Huntington University. Just contact the Huntington University admissions office. All right, shots on goal in the first period. The Komets put 11 on the net. Jacksonville, they just had 5. Scoring in the game, the Komets had 2. Mason Bergh, his third of the season at 13-11. And it was Morrison with the assist. Anthony Petruzzelli got the second marker for the Komets, his second of the season at 17:41. Jason Binkley and Marcus Phillips, his first pro point, took place on that Petruzzelli goal. Griffin Outhouse, the goaltender for Jacksonville, saw 11 shots, made 9 saves. And Villalta for the Komets, looking good in his Komet debut, perfect 5 of 5. Komets 0 for 2 on the power play. Jacksonville, they have yet to have the man advantage, as we will have some power play time coming up when we start up the second period of play. Komets lead it 2-0. We will take a break, come back, have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Let me tell you a thing or two about the people who don't compromise. They love Pepsi Zero Sugar. Why? Because it's got all the flavor and zero the sugar. How's that for not compromising? They're the sort of person that likes surf with their turf. And a drink with their feast? Yeah, they have a Pepsi Zero Sugar. The person who doesn't compromise loves a good golden doodle. All the golden retriever goodness with just a hint of doodle. And when they're bringing said golden doodle for a walk, they bring a Pepsi Zero Sugar. Pepsi Zero Sugar. All the flavor, zero the sugar.
When you're in pain from an orthopedic injury, muscle or joint issues, or sports injuries, you want treatment right away. You want Parkview Ortho Express, our orthopedic walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express provides same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without a referral or appointment. From sprains and strains to broken bones to neck and back pain, Parkview Ortho Express is here to help with diagnostics, x-rays, treatment, and referrals. All in one location at Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. Walk in anytime Monday through Thursday from 7 to 7, Friday 7 to 5, or Saturday 8 to noon. Parkview Ortho Express. Same-day orthopedic and sports injury care without an appointment. Visit Parkview Ortho Express at the south entrance of Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse. To learn more, call 260-266-4007 or visit parkview.com/Ortho Express.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back at the Coliseum, we're in the middle of the first intermission. Shane Alberani and Robbie Irons taking you through this one here tonight. The Komets lead it 2-0. Let's take a look at the Meijer out-of-town scoreboard tonight. Meijer, where you get the rewards without the work. In Glens Falls, New York tonight, the Worcester Railers 3 and the Adirondack Thunder 1. They are going to the third period there in New York. The Orlando Solar Bears, they're up 4-1 on the Florida Everblades tonight. Orlando 0-3 on the season. The Florida Everblades, they are 3-0, and Orlando's up 4-1 going into the third period. The Greenville Swamp Rabbits 5 and the Atlanta Gladiators 2 tonight going into the third period. Also going into the third period, the Tulsa Oilers making their first ever trip to Wheeling, West Virginia to take on the Nailers, and the Oilers have got the lead 4-3. Got a tie game in Portland, Maine tonight between the Newfoundland Growlers and the Maine Mariners. 2-2 is the score going into the third period. With 4:10 to go in the second period, it is South Carolina 3 and the Norfolk Admirals 2. At Indiana's Farmers Coliseum down in Indy tonight, the Indy Fuel are up 1-0 on the Cincinnati Cyclones. They about halfway done with the second period in that one. From Wichita, Kansas tonight, the Idaho Steelheads are in town. They're putting their undefeated record on the line tonight against Wichita, and the Thunder are up 1-0 in the first period. Out in Independence, Missouri, where the Toledo Walleye are playing, they're also undefeated, but they've only played 2 games, and they're taking on a Kansas City team that is 1-3 on the year. And right now it is Kansas City 1 and the Walleye nothing at the end of 20 minutes of play out in Missouri. One more game on the docket tonight, and it is out west at Rapid City at the Rushmore Plaza Civic Center. It is the Utah Grizzlies in town to play the host Rapid City Rush, and that is a look at the Meijer out-of-town scoreboard. The Meijer app will learn all about you and your shopping preferences the more you use it. Enter your MPerks ID every time you check out. So we will take a break. We're in the middle of the first intermission. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Hi, this is Dr. Roger Pacina. Did you know that Afton is Fort Wayne's most referred dental provider? At Afton, we pioneered the concept of patient-friendly dentistry. That means we only recruit staff that are passionate about helping patients. If our employees feel that way, imagine what that means for you. That's right. If they love their job, it means better care for you and your family. That's what patient-friendly dentistry is all about. Our team of doctors actually listen to your needs and concerns. Haven't seen a dentist in several years? That's okay. We won't make you feel bad or expect you to do everything all at once. We'll do everything possible to ensure you get exceptional care, detailed explanations, and comfortable financial options. Why not schedule a no-cost exam today? Call Afton across from the Coliseum on Parnell at 482-8386 or visit our website at afton.com.
Oh, Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the winning values you've been looking for on all the new 2020 models, starting at only $34,000. Check out the all-new 2020 Jeep Gladiator, the only open-air pickup truck, or change lines to the Power Top, now available for the first time ever on Jeep Wrangler. The all-new 2020 Ram 1500 pickup with best-in-class fuel economy, with more power and guts than any other truck on the market. With its striking design and powerful standard engine, this is one tough truck. For all your everyday work needs, we also have an awesome selection of our new line of commercial Pro Master vans. Come see the complete lineup of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks, all in one place. Oh, Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is proud to support the Komets and our community for over 40 years. Oh, Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road next to Meijer, or online at o'danielauto.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back at the Coliseum in the middle of the first break between the Komets and the Jacksonville Icemen. Our score is 2-0. Komets all over the visiting Icemen at the end of 20 minutes of play. Same 2 teams tomorrow night, and it is family 4-pack night here at the Coliseum. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 soft drinks, 4 chips for one low price when purchasing the family 4-pack at the Memorial Coliseum ticket office. Family 4-pack night is brought to you by Midwest America Federal Credit Union. Also tomorrow night, it is a Fort Wayne tradition. It is the annual Halloween costume parade, so all the kids are encouraged to wear their costumes to tomorrow night's game. We'll have an extended first intermission, so all the kids can be paraded out right down Coliseum ice during the first intermission. So a big night tomorrow night. Big crowd is expected, so get your tickets at the Coliseum ticket office tomorrow. Now, the Komets have got a very busy weekend. Next weekend, it's the Komets' first 3 games in 3 nights, and that triple header starts with 2 at home, and it's Military Appreciation Weekend. It is always a big weekend. It is brought to you by Big City Cars, and the Komets will be saluting the military wearing special military-themed jersey, which of course will be auctioned off throughout the game. It's our first jersey auction of the season, and you'll be able to silently bid on those throughout the game or throughout the weekend, and with all of that money going to Honor Flight of Northeast Indiana. Again, begin next Friday, November 1st, 8 o'clock against the Florida Everblades, the only time the Everblades come to town. And then Saturday, the Indy Fuel will make their first appearance of the season here on Coliseum Ice. So it's Military Appreciation Weekend next Friday and Saturday, brought to you by Big City Cars. We will take another break. You are listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Comet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186, about the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
Sports fans, Bet Indiana News has got you covered. Football, basketball, baseball, and more. Bet Indiana News is the sharpest source for the latest sports betting news from across the country and around the state. And always with an eye on the action, the favorites, the underdogs, the sharp money, and more. It's where you'll find all the sports betting info you want, all at one site. Visit BetIndianaNews.com today.
This is Komets head coach Ben Boudreau inviting everyone to Texas Roadhouse before every Komets home game. Wear your favorite Komets jersey and get a free cactus blossom. And you can even sit in the famous Komets Corner. Texas Roadhouse is the home of award-winning steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, made-from-scratch sides, and unbelievable fresh-baked bread. Of course, Texas Roadhouse has plenty of ice-cold beer and legendary margaritas. Get to Texas Roadhouse with your Komets jersey before every Komets home game and get a free cactus blossom. Texas Roadhouse on Washington Center Road.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We are back at the Coliseum in the middle of the first intermission. The Komets lead this one by a score of 2-0. Komet fans, if you or your kids are interested in hitting the ice, come out to the Sport One Parkview Ice House, the official practice facility of the Fort Wayne Komets. The Ice House offers learn-to-skate programs for future hockey players and figure skaters, youth players, and adult recreational leagues as well, and an adult developmental league for adults with minimal hockey experience. The Ice House also offers public skating opportunities, birthday parties, and the Overtime Bar and Grill, where you can enjoy great food and drink options, including the new Spaceman Ale. And every Tuesday, folks, we have got a new episode of the the Huntington University Komets podcast. And this week, we have Matt Bowdens on the show, and we'll be playing a portion of that interview coming up in the second intermission. But you can also always go back and listen to all the other episodes from this season and last season. We're coming up on 30 episodes in the books, and a lot of them have been great, including one with Doc Emmerich. So go back and listen to that one. You can check that out on SoundCloud. You can go to Komets.com, or you can go to Apple Podcasts and listen to all of those great podcasts from last season as well. Komet fans, rush into one of Mattress Warehouse's 3 Fort Wayne locations, one on North Coliseum Boulevard, Lima Road, or Illinois Road, and or at MattressWarehouseFW.com. Mattress Warehouse, sleep on it tonight. And if you follow the Komets on Twitter or Facebook after each game, you will get the Lancia Homes official game recap. You will hear about everyone who scored the goals, the saves, who won the game, all that stuff. And it's brought to you by Lancia Homes. Then go to LanciaHomes.com to start building your dream home today. We will take another break. We've got the second period coming up. The Komets will start off on a power play. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
When you need an ER, where do you turn? At Lutheran Health Network, we are ER. We are here for you with 8 convenient hospital locations throughout the region. We are the only area ER with online check-in. Save your spot in line online. To learn more, visit lutheranhealth.net/weareer. Patients are seen in order of severity, therefore your spot may not be guaranteed. In case of a life-threatening emergency, call 911.
GMO Common Sense Funeral Homes have been serving Fort Wayne and area families since it was founded in 1925. Now a member of the Dignity Memorial Network, Dio McComb provides pre-planning, funeral planning, cremation, and memorialization services. Compassionate local care, the most meaningful services celebrating a life well lived, all provided at the best value. Dio McComb & Sons Funeral Homes, a Dignity Memorial provider.
Enjoy your backyard. Visit Knob Brick and Fireplaces to see a huge selection of paver and retaining wall systems for your home. While you're there, you can learn about the outdoor fireplace options that are available from Outdoor Lifestyles. And be sure to check out the showroom for the latest indoor models from Heatolator. Visit Knob Brick and Fireplaces at 4936 Knob Road or on the web at knobbrick.com. NOBBRICK.com. Knob Brick and Fireplaces, Fort Wayne's only locally owned real brick and mortar store.
And now, back to Comet Hockey.
Both teams retaking the ice here at the Coliseum, and the Komets will have a power play when we start things up here in the second period, as Hayden Shaw took a hooking call at 19:51 for Jacksonville. So the Komets will still have close to 2 minutes, a minute 52 exactly on a power play, and the Komets tonight 0 for 2 so far, but that is counting this one as well. At all of our power plays this year are brought to you by Catalyst Fitness. Catalyst Fitness now with 3 Fort Wayne locations. And Robbie, the hot start continues. 2 goals here in the first, and now a power play to start up the second. And this could be a big moment in this game.
Yeah, outshooting them 11-5, but also getting the 2 goals was big for the Komets to finish off a pretty solid period. So they get a break at the end where Jacksonville tugs them down in the corner. They draw a penalty. Now we start out with a power play. So let's keep the momentum going. This power play, very important to get that rhythm in their zone and maybe get another goal off it. So be a big goal if they could get that third one right now.
So we are set to go. Komets and the Icemen, second period of tonight. Our referee tonight is Kyle LeCun, and a little story about Kyle. His dad played for the Komets. Mike LeCun back in the 80s.
And Randy Markham, of course, everybody knows locally Randy Markham. He knows him personally and was talking to the referee before the game, so talked to him about his dad. So
Mike LeCun played with Komets from 86 to 89. He had 32 goals one season.
Here we go, face off at center. Starting out with Jinx, Szydlowski. Sid's back on the point. He's got the puck.
And here we go. Szydlowski on the right side, dropping it back to Matt Brassard at his own blue line. Komets on a power play, comes across the line. It's going to be flipped in, and it's going to go below the goal line behind Griffin Outhouse, and that's dug out of there by Mitch Jones. Jones sends it down. Villalta will stop it. Villalta now will get it over the stick of Chase Lang, and now the Komets start up fresh from their own zone. Brassard coming down the middle of the ice, hands it off to the right side, goes off the wall. Jenks given a reach for it, but he is cut off by John Albert. Komets trying to get it back, and they do at the blue line. Szydlowski now top of the right circle, creeping in, sends it up top. Here's a drive, save made.
Good shot, good save.
The rebound goes off the wall, and down it comes.
Mason Bergh let that quick shot go past from Szydlowski.
Jacksonville's second best penalty killing team in the league. Brassard pushes it up on the right side. Pass going to skip over St. Amant's stick, and it's going to go in to the corner. Now flipped around the wall. And down it goes. Villalta will stop it.
Get organized. Still 50 seconds left power play.
Here's Gottlieb going right down the middle of the ice. Quickly hands it off on the right side to St. Amant. He'll dish it in. It goes back to Outhouse. So played. He'll send it around the wall, and he'll clear it himself. This Komets a little disorganized here on this power play as we start up the second period, up 2-0. Now the Komets start fresh from their own zone. Onto the right side they come. Gottlieb out in front. McKenzie with a drive and a save made by Outhouse. Rebound pass. It's loose. And
Shaw gets knocked down.
Slapping away at it was Shaw, and he hits the deck.
Nice pass. Shaw back into the high slot. McKenzie walks in with a pretty good wrist shot and a nice save by Outhouse. Rebound, scramble in front. Defense covers up, but Komets with a pretty good action around the net and 2 good shots on goal.
20 seconds left on the power play. Komets now with 14 shots on net.
Face-off stays in Jacksonville zone. Still got time here to organize. McKenzie going to go in and take the draw. Shaw still on the ice.
Face-off will go to left of Outhouse. McKenzie will take the drop. Now McKenzie gets kicked out. Shaw will go over to the right side, and Santamont will take the face-off. Puck is dropped. Scooted up to the blue line. Komets with it. And it's Gottlieb onto the far boards. Returns it to Gottlieb, left side. Here's Morrison creeping in. Nice pass. Here's a shot, and Outhouse the save. Shot coming from the high slots. Morrison digging up along the near side. It's going to get out. And now coming out of the penalty box is Hayden Shaw. Even up, and here are the
5-on-5.
Here are the Icemen in front. Oh, it's tipped, and it goes right. Oh, it's scored. It's going to go in the net. Villalta. It was tipped in front by one of the Komets who was trying to block it.
Yeah, they came back so hard. Everybody got to the front of the net. The shot was fired. Nobody actually knew where the puck was. Hit a skate, went in the net. Now they're talking about it right now. The linesman, the referee, because the referee did not wave it off a goal immediately.
No goal.
Waving it off.
It is waved off.
Yep.
I think they're going to say it was kicked in.
Well,
I think that's it's James Phelan was right in front of the net. It was deflected right into the chest of Villalta, and I think James was there, and it looked like he may have given it a kick.
You can't kick in any motion, but I thought it looked like it was shot and redirected off from a deflection. But the referees and linesmen didn't see it that way. They wave it off. Komets still lead 2-0. Have to see the replay if they show it again.
And our referee going over and talking. Kyle LeCun talking to Jason Christie on the Jacksonville bench.
Well, that conversation's over, so they're back to the face-off. No goal.
So the face-off will be to the left of Villalta.
Well, there's the replay. It did not look like they kicked it for me. It looked like it was redirected, maybe in the crease, if anything, before the puck was shot.
Well, we'll take it.
We'll have to see what's going on. Yep. We're not going to argue with the referee on that call.
Just 2 minutes have passed here in the second period. Komets lead at 2-0. And Bowdens will take the face-off. Bowdens with Mercier. Mercier wins it. Here is his shot. Villalta got the blocker on it. Rebound goes along the far side. Now feathered down low. Komets are down there. Jason Binkley will get it to Gottlieb. Now he sends it over onto the right side. Komets, Petruzzelli. Long
dumped in.
Cross ring pass looking for Szydlowski into the corner. Goes off the stick of Marcus Phillips. And the Icemen get it out in their own zone. Pass coming forward, knocked down at the blue line. Szydlowski gets it back. Petruzzelli on the left wing. Petruzzelli going down into the corner. Goes back below the goal line. Tries to center it to Szydlowski. Broke it up. Now here's the shot. Rebound. Just goes
crease.
wide. Oh, Szydlowski on the backhand. Just
through the
crease.
Post.
Just missed the far post, and now Pechnik has got it. Komets quickly push it forward. Back up along the far side. Offside will be the call. Komets got a little greedy there. It was Szydlowski. Guess got to step over the blue line.
That'll bring the face-off outside the blue line. We'll start all over right there as lines change from both sides.
Next goal is a big one. Whoever gets it. Right now it's 2-0 Komets.
Teams both at full strength, 5-on-5.
Jenks will take the face-off, and it goes into the Iceman zone. On to the right side, Hayden Shaw gets it into the Komet zone. Into the corner we go. Brassard, backhander up along the wall, trapped now down the corner, and it comes out in front of the net. Nobody home for Jacksonville, and it's going to leave the offensive end. Far side, Brassard finds Jenks wide open in the middle of the ice, coming across the line, but offside again. Morrison. The pass was a little bit behind Jenks, and it slowed him up just a bit and messed up the timing just enough to pull him offside.
Line changes again by both teams, ready to go. Komets right back at it tomorrow night. The same team, Jacksonville. That game 7:30.
Jenks will take the face-off. Far face-off out in the neutral zone near the Komet bench. Now Jenks will not take it. Linesman's going to kick him out. And Jenks, he gets booted out a lot. We knew a lot of that when he was with Toledo. That's why he's so good on the draws. He tries to cheat anytime he can. That time, Linesman catches him, and he gets kicked out, and the Icemen win the faceoff. Goes along the far side, and now the Icemen back in their own end. Cederholm toss it over onto the far side. Papavesis will get it into the Comet end. Bouncing puck, and now they got a man cutting the net. They coming in. Here's a shot. They score.
Walked in off the left wing. Came right to the net. Looked like the goaltender was going to get ready to poke check him, but he decided not to. He tried to go across the ice with him, and the reach was too much for him. They poke it into the open side. Jacksonville gets on the board.
And it'll be Garrett Ross, the former Comet.
Ross gets the goal.
2-1 is our score. Jacksonville cuts the lead in half. 16:29 to go in the period. And Ross, just a veteran move. Just got around the goaltender. Villalta put it on the backhand.
Yeah,
and
the goaltender's got to come out with that poke check if he's going to come in there, because the defenseman had a man in front he had to worry about.
All right, the Komets now going back to work. Here's a shot that goes well wide. Up top, Brassard with a drive. Then is blocked. And now on the far boards, McKenzie. St. Amant up along the far side. Peels it up top of the blue line. Brassard with a shot. And outhouse.
To the net.
Got the left shoulder on it. Coming into the corner. Fighting for it along the wall. St. Amant, he wins that battle. Trying to go up to the point. Off the stick of McKenzie. And now Jacksonville with it again. Chase Lang will come across the line. Komets are back to defend it up along the far side. St. Amant grabs it for the Komets. He'll dish it backwards to Brassard. Now Peshnig will control the puck. He zips it ahead. And here's St. Amant. He will get it out to center ice. Komets pick it up. McKenzie. McKenzie stick handles across the line. Tries to drop it back. St. Amant can't get a shot off. His stick was lifted by Albert. And the puck goes into the corner. Back behind the net, Mitch Jones on the left side. And we've got a penalty called. It's going to be on the Komets. It's like maybe a high stick as Mitch Jones.
Stick came up and caught him in the face. We're going to see whether it's
going to be Brady Shaw.
Might be 4 minutes.
So it's 2-1. Komets with the lead, and an ill-advised penalty by Brady Shaw. Going to give the Icemen their first power play of the game.
They're still trying to determine it's a 2 or 4. 4 minutes. Yep. Must have drawn blood.
So the Komets got to kill this one off, or the complexion of this game is going to change.
Yes, it is. And again, we got ourselves into trouble the other night against Toledo with power plays. We had to work too hard on them. So you lose a lot of energy and break up your lines pretty quickly.
To the right of Villalta we go. Here's the drop, and it comes up top to the blue line. Icemen on a power play. As they start up, here's Garrett Ross on the right side. Drops it down low. Now they return it back to Ross up along the near side, being chased by Petruzzelli. Coming up top to the blue line. Now here's a shot. It's going to whistle wide. It's going to rim around and come up along the near side for Ross. Ross ran into Matt Bowdens, and Bowdens will get it out. Petruzzelli skating down the ice. It goes back behind the nets.
It's all over the defenseman. Good job.
Controlled by the Icemen. They are on a power play here.
Jinx on the ice up front.
On the near side, Odwin will come up along the near boards, and now another penalty. Jenks is going to get it.
Jinx reached in and poked the puck off his stick. He may have got a hook on it, which he did, and that's going to draw another penalty. Jinx will find himself in the box. 2 minutes for hooking. Komets, 2 men short. Leg out, guys. We're going the wrong way.
So we're looking at a 5-on-3 for 2 minutes. And then we still got 3:15 left on the double minor to Brady Shaw. So a big kill here. 2-1 Komets, but for how long? Face-off will be to the right of Villalta. And here's the puck drop. Goes along the far side, and Jacksonville wins it. Here's Lynch coming down low. Now they return it to Lynch at the blue line. Slide it over to the blue line on the far side now. Up along the wall. Up top they come. Prapavesis switches sides with Lynch. Now gives it over. No shot there. Top of the circle. Back over. In front. No shot again. Up along the far side.
Szydlowski up top of the circle.
And Jacksonville, great patience here because they've got a long time on this 5-on-3.
Binkley.
They got a man in front. Goes off the post. And the rebound goes in.
Yep. They had the defense spinning around a little bit. Their puck was shot, hit the post, went right out to another Jacksonville player, and he whacked it in the open side. Two-man power play. They get the tie.
Korostelev will get the goal. And we are tied, and Jacksonville still on the power play. 14:08 to go in the second. And the Komets had a 2-0 lead in this game.
5:52 that one came at. We get one man back on the ice, but we're still a man short for two.
No, it'll still be
cancel the one penalty.
Yeah, so the
two men short still.
First 2 minutes of Shaw's penalty had not expired, so it is still a 5-on-3 for 127. So Jacksonville seeing their opening here. Tie game, still a 5-on-3 as the Icemen get it up along the far side. Peshtig will get
it out down the ice. Good hustle, Komet defense.
Outhouse will take it. And he gives it up to Baudouin. Puck coming down the ice in the neutral zone. Icemen bring it across. They're onside. Goes up along the far boards. Now they put it out in front in the slot right side. Baudouin will move it up along the right side. Now he is going to come up top. Return it to Baudouin. Here's a shot. No, comes in front. And Villalta stuffs him. Comes up along the near side. Baudouin will pick it up. Goes into the corner. Baudouin now goes up to the blue line. Cross-ring pass. Shot. Villalta.
The shoulder up in the air.
On it. Puck goes right up in the air, and it goes up to the blue line where it is held in. Baudouin, right side. Here's Garrett Ross. Ross top of the right circle. Back over. Baudouin with a shot and a save by Villalta. Into the corner we come. Back up along the far side. Right out Ross with a shot. It is blocked. Rebound. Comes all the way along the far side. And now to the blue line. Still a 5-on-3 advantage. Here's a shot. It's blocked by Peshtig. Peshtig in the corner. And now Peshtig keeping a good job, keeping it down there. Puck jumps up in the air. Now Haas is in there.
One man back, 5-on-4.
On to the far side to the blue line. High slots. Baudouin over to Ross. Ross top of the circle, now moving in. Drops it down low, put it out in front. And Villalta cannot squeeze it, but he keeps it out of the net.
Out of the net.
On to the right side, it is Ross
seconds.
again. Here is Lynch. Far boards, down to 7 seconds to go on the power play. Up along the far side, they kick it back, top of the right circle. Here's a shot, save made.
Rebound.
And rebound, Villalta got the left leg on it.
All even, 5-on-5.
And we're back to 5-on-5.
Get it up, he's got a breakaway.
Here is
2-on-1 Komets.
Jenks and Petruzzelli coming across. Jenks with a nice move, coming. Oh, Petruzzelli went right between his legs.
Yeah, defenseman came back hard on Petruzzelli.
He was open, and the puck now back into the Komet zone. On to the right side. Ayu up along the far side, coming to the blue line. Here is a shot that is going to go into the corner on the near side in the Komet zone. They work it down low again. Here's a shot. Villalta got the left leg on it. Back behind the nets. Phillips is there. Now it's peeled up along the near side into the corner for Lang. Lang will
Komets
drop it off. Komets. Jenks trying to give it a poke. Comes up top to the blue line. They keep it in. Back below the goal line. Chase Lang with it. He gets tangled up with Morrison, and now it comes out right in front of the nets. Can't get a shot off. Bouncing puck coming in. Here's a
Another
shot.
save.
And a save for Villalta up top of the blue line. Here's Hayden Shaw. He goes down low. Poke checked away. Go back to Shaw. Shot score.
There's a screenshot. They finally got one. They got the shot off from about 25 feet. Screenshot through about 4 players. Villalta never saw that as they get it in the net. Jacksonville goes ahead 3-2 on a 5-on-5 situation. Komets desperately tired, couldn't get off, couldn't dump it down, couldn't get a line change.
And we will take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Trust the doctors at IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets Trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
A great first period for the Komets. Second period, not so much. 3-2 Jacksonville. 3 unanswered goals. And the Komets started off the period on a power play for almost a full 2 minutes.
Missed a couple of good chances, and that set the pace for all of a sudden too many power plays of Komets.
So 3-2 is our score. We got a timeout on the ice. We'll take another break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Morning, Dave. Morning. Is that your phone?
Yeah, I have an alert for when something big happens in the world of hash browns.
Really?
Yeah. It says here, Tim Hortons hash browns are now just 50 cents.
50 cents? Oh, I'm getting one with my sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich.
Good idea.
Hash browns, hash browns, hash
That's a backup alarm, just in case.
Smart.
Alert! Crispy golden hash browns are now just 50 cents at Tim Hortons. For a limited time at participating Tim Hortons restaurants.
Tim Hortons! Ooh, Applebee's 3-course meal is back. I get my choice of salad, appetizer, and entree starting at $11.99 for me. I think I'll get my own Caesar side salad for me, spinach and artichoke dip for me to not share, and shrimp wonton stir fry, all for me. Wow, I am so good to me.
Applebee's 3-course meal. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood. Limited time, selection price, and participation may vary.
And now, back to Komet Hockey.
Komets giving up 3 goals in about 8 minutes here in the second period. 3-2 Jacksonville. Face-off will be in the Icemen zone to the right of Griffin Outhouse, the goaltender. And Lasarchik will take it up to Gottlieb. Gottlieb drops it off to St. Amant. Now over to the far boards.
On the net. Rebound.
And it goes into the corner. Lasarchik. We've got a penalty called. And it's going to go on Jacksonville. And now we got some extras going on. The gloves have dropped. And it will be Haas. Haas going after it. It's Emerson Clark. And now they go down after a couple of quick shots. And Haas still wants a piece of Emerson Clark. And Haas endears himself to the Komet fans, goes to the penalty box. 2 tough customers there. Clark will go to the box. Haas will sit down. Now we had an initial penalty. Let's see what that is going to be. That should be a power play for the Komets.
Originally, that's what the penalty was. Hopefully that stays.
That's expecting Haas and Clark each go off for fighting. So Haas got a couple nice shots in there. So we will get the outcome of this situation here as the Komets are down by a goal. 20-13, that's the shots on goal right now, kind of lopsided.
Well, it all came. The Komets were able to get a lot of shots, but didn't put the puck in. With the power play, that's 5-on-3. That's all the damage was done right there.
Rapavesis will go into the box for Jacksonville, so it looks like we do have some power play time.
Yeah. Still haven't shown it on the clock. The Komets should have a power play for 2 minutes.
And that is the good news. Komets 0 for 2 tonight. Couldn't have come at a better time.
Yep, there we go.
Jenks will take the face off. And it goes into the corner. Jacksonville with it. Craig will clear the zone all the way down to Villalta. He will stop it. We've got another fight below the line. It is going to be Jenks. Jenks gets it tangled up with Chase Lang. And now Jenks going after Lang as the linesman quickly gets in between them. And they're still jabbing away at each other. Both linesmen are in there. Jenks and Lang both go into the box. And now the Komets showing some spirit here. Down by a goal. Jenks will go to the box. He gets fired up, him and Haas.
Lang goes to the box. Fighting penalties. Hopefully that's all it is.
And it was behind the play, so those two had been chirping at each other since the last exchange.
Face off, hopefully will stay inside the zone. And the 5 fighting for both of them, that should just nullify those. We should stay with a power play for 1:54.
Krapavy says 2 minutes hooking, and the Komets 25 Haas, 5 minutes fighting. Time of those penalties, 9:30. Jacksonville's 11 chase, Komets 47 Jenks, each 5 minutes fighting. Time of the penalties, 9:36.
So those two cancel out. We will stay on the power play, but the face-off goes to center ice. 10:24 to go here in the second period, so not quite half done.
5-on-4, Komets, power play.
And Jacksonville with the puck up along the near side. And now back into the Komet zone. Here's Brassard. Takes a wide turn with it in his own end. Up to Lasarchik. Sarchik will come across the line. Going to go up along the left side. Drops it off the wall to the blue line. Here is Brassard. Now Mason Bergh. Tips it up top. Brassard eyeing a shot. Back to Bergh. Top of the left circle. Cross ring pass goes into the corner. Szydlowski. He has got it. Goes down low. Bowdens couldn't slow it up as it goes into the corner. Opposite side. Now on the near wing to the blue line. Brassard throws it over to Sean Szydlowski. Szydlowski over to Bergh. It just rolls off his stick, and he can't control it. And down it goes. The Icemen clear it. Good puck movement there by the Komets, but no shots on goal. With Jenks in the box, it's one of the Komets' key power play men. So Brady Shaw comes out, comes along the near side, comes into the corner now in the Iceman zone. Now it trickles over the stick of Morrison. Morrison trying to get it back, double team there. And now he will get it to Brady Shaw. Shaw back to Morrison, takes a wide turn in the neutral zone. Now comes along the left side, feathers it in, trying to go to McKenzie. He's blocked off on the play by Ross. And now it goes into the corner, now coming out in front. Here's a shot. Komets miss it wide. Back up top it comes. Komets cannot keep it in. McKenzie with it. 28 seconds.
Back. Heads up.
28 seconds to go in the power play. Komets have it at center ice. And now it goes along the far boards. And Bergh is able to grab it. Bergh. Stick handles around one man. In some crowd. Goes over to Shaw. He tries to set it over to Morrison. And it's tapped wide. On to the near side to the blue line. McKenzie flattens it out. Gives it up. Far side. Cross ring pass. Morrison waits. Sets out in front. It's going to be knocked. Doesn't get through. And it comes
Man
along
out of
the
the
near
box.
boards.
All even.
We got a 2-on-1. Right side. They centered all alone. Nice job there by Brady Shaw. Shaw coming back. And now it is Morrison's turn with it. He'll come across the line. He needs some help. Goes along the far boards. Tries to center, but it's intercepted. And the Icemen back into the Komet zone. Onto the near side. 3-2 Jacksonville. As Marcus Phillips has got the puck. Sends it ahead.
Waved off. No icing.
All the way down. Goes off the end wall. Now pinched up along the near side. Takes a funny bounce. Komets can't control it. And the Icemen have it in their own zone.
Petruzzelli in for checking.
Mitch Jones over to Cedarholm. And now the Icemen pick it up. And they wheel it up along the near side. They come across. And it goes back behind the net. Into the corner they go. Garrett Ross after it again, going up top of the blue line. Now they put it out in front of the net. Can't get a shot off as it's going to squeak up along the near side. Now below the goal line, it is Ross again. Binkley is on him. Ross up along the far side. Lasarchik reaching for the puck. Can't get there. And it goes into the corner. On the far side, Iceman still with it in the Komet zone. They come high slot area. And again, no shot. Backhander by Fortier goes into the corner. And now onto the left side. Komets finally control it. Long stretch pass going to come into the Komet zone, and now it'll be Lasarchik. Sends it back, and it was taken away.
Missed the pass.
The other way. Phelan.
3-on-2.
Phelan coming across onto the right side. And now they put it in front of the net. It's going to go wide. Nobody home but Brassard for the Komets. Brassard stretch pass.
Center.
Goes off the stick of Lasarchik, and it's dropped by Outhouse as he gloves it down. Iceman try and clear it. Takes a funny hop off the glass, and now it gets into the Komet zone. Onto the far side. Here's a drive. It's going to be blocked, and it's going to come out. Craig back in his own zone. Boudouin for the Jacksonville. Dumps it in. And
Should be icing.
Will be an icing.
6:20 to go. Second period. Komets down 1. Come on, guys. Need a goal this period. Tie it up at least.
Komets were up 2-0 going into this period, but 3 straights here in the second from the Icemen.
Yeah, they got one at 3:31, one at 5:52, one at 8:58. Double man power play. They scored their second one on. So the Komets did a good job fighting it off, but momentum changed very quickly. Face off in the Icemen zone.
Komets with 19 shots tonight. The Icemen with 14. And the Icemen win the face-off. Puck goes along the far side here in the Jacksonville zone. Komets trying to muscle along the line. Here is Morrison walking in. Got a man in front. Oh, it was poke checked away at the last second. Bowden's with it along the far side. Gets it to Morrison. Morrison to the blue line. He had a man, Gottlieb, break it in, but it's picked off. And back the other way, it's Bobby Lynch. Lynch coming across the line, bearing down on Villalta. Goes along the far side, sends it up top to the blue line. Here is a shot. That is blocked, and it's going to go out of play. Gottlieb that time, and we have got a timeout. 3-2 Jacksonville. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Oscar C. Mitson Insurance Agency, the insurance provider of the Komets for 30 years. If you buy your auto and homeowners insurance from a website or 800 number, here's a better idea. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance. They are an independent agency with access to many companies. They'll find the fit for you at a price that fits you. Talk to an agent who lives here in Fort Wayne, an agent who is your neighbor. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance at 749-0100 or at OscarMitsonInsurance.com.
Nelson, Mays, and Wonka. All famous Willies. But getting the Willies? It isn't fun. That creepy feeling you get when you see all your high-interest debt? Partners First Federal Credit Union has the cure for the Willies with products that are designed to help you. Nothing brings out those Willies more than a mortgage, car loan, or high-interest credit card. Partners First can keep those Willies away. Just go to partnersfirstcu.org to get started. Partners First Federal Credit Union. Part of your community. Part of your tomorrow. Partners First Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender. MLS number 405819.
You're listening to Komet Hockey.
3 unanswered goals by Jacksonville here in the second period is the difference. And remember, they had one taken off the board as well.
Yeah. That was the first one that was disallowed early in the second period here.
Komets get it out of their own zone. The puck goes along the far side of the neutral zone. Cederholm will knock it up along the near side. It goes into the corner. And now back below the goal line here in the Komet zone. Controlled by Brent McKenzie. McKenzie up along the wall. And it goes to St. Amant, who will send it into the Jacksonville zone. But now it's going to go out of play.
Bench. That'll bring the face-off back to inside the Komet blue line. And we get line changes from both teams again. Komets off. Play tomorrow night. Jacksonville, then off all week as they get 3 games in the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Florida comes in next Friday. We're getting a lot of Florida teams, aren't we?
Yeah, and we'll go down and we'll play Jacksonville the end of January. We'll also play the Everblades as well on that trip.
Yeah. Indy comes in on Saturday. That'll be a biggie. It's always a good rivalry. The Komets go to Toledo for the first time this year.
Villalta sets up top of the crease as the puck about to be dropped in the Komet zone. Fortier going into the corner. Dances around down there, trying to get away from Pechnig. Cannot. Pechnig will get it off of his stick. Goes along the far side, but held in. Now it's Fortier again, puts it in front off the blade of the stick of the goaltender, Villalta. And now up along the near side, Komets give it a chop. Lasarchik cannot get it out. And the Icemen now buzzing around again here in the Komet zone on the near side. They send it up along the far boards. Now Petruzzelli is there. Leaves it for Jason Binkley. And Binkley rips it up along the near side to Pechnik. All the way into the Jacksonville zone. Petruzzelli picks it up, puts it out in front, off the defenseman, almost in. And it goes up top to Brassard. Brassard angling to his left, takes a shot. Score! Matt Brassard!
That was deflected something, either off of one of the Jacksonville players or we had a Comet player in front. But Brassard waited, got the screen in front, let the shot go down low in the net. Komets tie it up.
We're tied at 3. Brassard looks like he'll get the goal. And that was just after the Icemen almost put it in their own net. So we'll take that one. We're tied at 3. 4:32 to go in the period.
For the season, scored by number 43, Brassard.
Brassard gets it, his first of the season.
15 minutes, 28 seconds. Comet goal scored by 43 Brassard at 15:28.
So we have got a tie hockey game. And with 4:27 to go here in the second, and the Komets get some life.
Face-off coming back outside the blue line. That one was deflected up into the crowd. Brassard right now unassisted. They tie it up. That came at 15:28. Face-off now outside the Comet blue line. Here we go.
Far face-off dot near the penalty boxes here at the Coliseum. And it will be Jenks to take the drop. Splits the Icemen defenders, goes all the way back in the Jacksonville zone. Now quickly played forward, and now back into the Comet zone. Here's Peshnik on the left side for the Komets. Bowdens, he coughed it up, turnover. Here's a shot, save made, and it's picked up by Brassard. Banks it off the wall, coming to the blue line, and it is Bowdens off the backhand, far side, and now scooped up and pitched into the Iceman zone. Back below the goal line, the Komets have got it. They put it out in front, Lasarchik, or it's going to be Bowdens rather, trying to get it to Szydlowski. Now Szydlowski along the far wall, down low to Bowdens. Bowdens trying to shake off one guy, comes in front, and his shot is blocked, and now back come the Icemen. Into the zone it goes.
After they go.
Into the corner, big hit. Gottlieb got decked from behind. Oh, no penalty. Gottlieb clearly had the numbers showing. Gottlieb slow getting up. And now Haas wants a piece of the guy who hit Gottlieb. And now Haas, I think, is going to be the one going to the box. But that definitely should have been a boarding call.
Well, they're asking the referee why wasn't there a penalty call on the boarding call.
So the Komets will go to the box. Haas will go in.
Yeah, Haas is going to go for retaliation. Roughing was what they'll call it, but his partner got rammed into the boards pretty hard. Boudreau over there right now asking the referee what's going on.
That was Emerson Clark.
Yeah.
Boy, he hit. That was pretty much textbook boarding there.
Yeah.
And Gottlieb hits the deck. So it's an unsportsmanlike conduct on Haas, who just wanted another piece of Clark after they went after it earlier in the period. They dropped the gloves. Haas wasn't done with them. So a boarding call missed, and it results in a power play for Jacksonville.
Yeah, a little retaliation in the Komets, but you got to expect that. I mean, it was a good play on Haas's part to go after him. He didn't like what he did to his partner on the fence. And he asked the guy to drop him, and he didn't want to drop him.
But you see, Clark also threw a punch at Haas.
He threw the first jab.
I'm not sure why they're not sending
right
both.
There.
Yeah, it was Clark who actually started it. He threw the left hand.
Yeah, they got away with that pretty good.
So 2 calls missed there. And now the Icemen back on the power play. Here's Garrett Ross going into the corner. We've got a tie hockey game. Puck goes behind the nets, and it's Peshnik up along the far side, coming to the blue line. High slot, right side, one-timer by Ross, missed, and it is Binkley up top of the blue line and held in. Now high slot again. The Icemen have it. Here's a shot. It is blocked onto the far side. John Albert going into the corner, spun around the wall, coming to the blue line. Garrett Ross with it. Gets crowded, going to be held in, goes along the far side. Binkley races over. He finds a gap, and he'll send it down the length of the ice.
Line change, Komets. Still a minute and 15 seconds. Power play, Jacksonville.
Iceman with the puck. They go down the middle of the ice. Fortier on the left wing.
Keep them wide. Keep them wide.
Into the corner they come. Now back below the goal line. Iceman with the puck, and it's Brady Shaw.
He steals it down the ice. He goes.
Shaw will come across the line. Short-handed chance.
Good
8
shot.
shots and a save made. Up along the near side.
Brady Shaw being hooked. No call.
44 seconds to go in the power play for Jacksonville. And the puck comes down the middle of the ice. Icemen with the puck still on a power play. Phelan to the point. Now to the right side. Fortier. On, here's a shot. It's going to go blocked. Komets try and clear it. No, it's going to hit a man, and it's going to bounce around into the corner. On it to the near side. Give and go right in front of the net, and it's poked away. Rebound shot. That one is blocked. Nice job there by Mason Bergh, but not out. Gottlieb going after it into the corner. 10 seconds to go in the power play. Now Marcus Phillips is on the puck. Up along the far side. Phillips can't get it out.
Couldn't get it out. Two-man
Top
trap.
of the circle. Here's a shot. It is blocked. Komets with it again. Gottlieb can't get it out. Komets
all even. 5-on-5.
Fighting it off here. And Phillips with a long stretch pass. Trying to hit Szydlowski coming off the bench. And this will be an icing.
That'll bring it back in the zone, but the Komets kill off the penalty. Minute 17 in the period. Tie score 3-3.
Face-off will be in the Komet zone. We're tied at 3 here in the second period. Just $1:17 to go. And the face-off to the right of Villalta.
It's a draw, guys. Get it back.
Mercier on the face-off with Mason Bergh. And it goes along the far boards. Chase Lang with it, going into the corner. Gets tangled up with Marcus Phillips. Phillips tangles. Here's a shot. It goes high. And it rims around to the near side wall. Now back down low into the corner. Everybody battling down there. We got 4 bodies below the goal line. Peeled up along the near side. Komets get it out.
Clear the zone. Good job.
Bowdens will golf it down the ice. And now quickly turn it around is Lang for the Icemen. Mercier on the right side winds up. Here's a drive that goes wide. Villalta actually got a blocker on it. And that's going to go into the corner. Now it's cleared out. 38 seconds to go in the period. Puck comes forward. Szydlowski didn't know where it was, but it's a Lang picking up the loose puck. Chase Lang on the right side, dumps it in. Komets have got it on the left side. It's Marcus Phillips who will get it out, coming to the center line, and now back the other way, Mercier. His pass is going to be picked off. Looking for Sean Szydlowski down the middle of the ice and doesn't get through, and it's sent back into the Komet zone. Down to 10 seconds. Gottlieb with it on the left wing. Takes a peek at the clock, and now he moves it forward to Szydlowski. Brady Shaw to Szydlowski across the line. Here we come. McKenzie taking a shot. Just kicked out of there by Outhouse as the period comes to a close. Toe save there by Outhouse, who had a pretty soft period there. Didn't see very many shots, but he comes up with a big one there at the end of the period.
Well, the Komets outshoot him again. 13-10 in the period. So far, 24-15 in the game. And they come back at the 15-28 mark to tie the score at 3-3. So they save the second period being outscored 3-1, but the big goal coming at 15-28 ties it up. So they worked hard. They did a lot of killing penalties, which isn't in their favor, but they got the job done. They start the third period all even. They got to win a period.
3-3 is our score. We're going to the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show. You're listening to Komet Hockey on Whoa.
Fort Wayne's got big trash problems. Only one way to solve them. Curbside Container has a plan. If you got trash to haul, just give Curbside a call. From the biggest dump truck to an itty-bitty can. Just call up Curbside Container. Ain't no need to call your mayor. Curbside Container will be there.
Facing an illness or injury that can't wait? Turn to ReadyMed. We're ready when your day doesn't go quite as planned, with convenient hours, 7 days a week. We offer after-hours appointments as well as x-ray and lab services in each of our convenient area locations. From minor accidents and injuries to fevers and flus, we're ready. To learn more, check wait times and save your spot in line. Visit ReadyMed.com. In case of a life-threatening emergency, call 911 or go to the nearest emergency department as soon as possible.
Napa know-how. This October, it's no trick. A 5-quart jug of Mobil 1 full synthetic motor oil is just $26.99. Plus, get a treat, a $10 Visa gift card. Because the only thing spookier than ghouls and ghosts is engine sludge. That's Mobil 1 5-quart jugs for $26.99 plus $10 back. Quality parts, helpful people. That's Napa Know-How.
Napa Know-How.
General states pricing. Sales prices do not include applicable state, local taxes, or recycling fees. Offer ends 10/31/19.
Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest Work Line features max performance gloves, PBR, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves for any type of work. Midwest Gloves and Gear prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made work gloves, and Midwest believes in investing in America. And that's why the Work Line features many styles made right here in the USA. For over 50 years, Midwest Gloves and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri.
And the Komets have a penalty shot in overtime to win it. Come on, come on.
Hey, Dad, do you know where my goggles are?
Yeah, 1 sec. I'll help you find it right after this. Wait, why are you soaking wet?
Oh, I was just swimming in the basement.
You were what? Oh, great. Watering your basement? Don't know what to do next? Tell your insurance agent you want to work with Hayes & Sons. Because at Hayes & Sons, we do restoration right. Visit HayesandSons.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. We are in the second intermission. We are tied at 3. We're in the second intermission, and we are at home, so which means it's time for our guest statistician of the game, being brought to you by Kaleidoscope Floors. And Kaleidoscope Floors has given you a chance to be a part of the Komets. Just visit Kaleidoscope Floors on Facebook or Twitter and say you want to be the next guest statistician of the game. Each winner will sit in the press box, keep stats, and be interviewed live on WoWo, which what I am going to do right now with Zach Krieger. And Zach, first of all, before we get going, how old are you? Where are you from? Where do you go to school? Let's give us all that good stuff.
I'm 15 years old. I go to Huntington North High School, and I'm originally from Fort Wayne, but we moved to Huntington about 3 years ago.
All right, you're not at a football game tonight.
No, I'm not. I would play, but I had some injury, so I couldn't really play.
So you're a hockey fan now. That's the most important thing.
Well, I've been a hockey fan for, close to 11 years,
all right.
So why not?
Okay, all right, Zach. Well, I am going to hand it over to you. You go over what you want, the goals, the assists, the shots on goal, all that good stuff. Go for it, my man.
So, Fort Wayne, they had a very strong first period, 10 shots on goal, 2 goals. Jacksonville didn't start so hot. They had 0 goals for 5 shots. Second period, Jacksonville had 3 goals for 10 shots. They had pretty good period. So did Fort Wayne, adequate. 1 goal for 13 shots. The first goal of the game was by Mason Bergh. The assist was Morrison, and that was at 13-11. Second goal was for Fort Wayne with Anthony Petruzzelli, Jason Binkley, and Phillips. The third goal of the game was for Jacksonville, Garrett Ross, Prapavisis, and Clark. The fourth goal of the game was Korostolev, Lynch, and Prapavisis. The fifth goal of the game was for Shaw, Lang, and Mercier for Jacksonville. And then the sixth goal of the game was for Fort Wayne with Matt Brassard. The shots in the first period were Jacksonville had 5, Fort Wayne had 10. The second period, Jacksonville had 10, and Fort Wayne had 13. For a 2-period total, Jacksonville had 15 shots, and Fort Wayne had 23 shots.
And Zach, let me just say, you got those names better than I did. Seriously. Good job, my man. I appreciate it. You did a great job, and let's bring home a win. How about that?
Yeah.
All right, my man. All right, our guest statistician of the game, Zach Krieger. We will take a break. We're in the middle of the second intermission. You are listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Someday, you'll get your knee replaced. Someday, a new hip. Well, the good news is, someday is today. At Parkview Ortho Hospital, we want to help you get moving again. So we offer a full range of options for joint replacement, including the minimally invasive anterior hip, with the potential for less pain and a faster recovery. Personalized implants that are designed specifically for you and your own anatomy. And even outpatient joint replacement, meaning you can go home the very same day. If you're ready to reclaim your life, talk to the orthopedic hospital that more people in our region choose, and the one that consistently earns the highest ratings in patient satisfaction and quality. Parkview Ortho Hospital, because someday is today. Learn more at parkview.com/ortho. Parkview, we believe in better. Parkview Ortho Hospital is partially physician-owned.
Diamo Sons Funeral Homes have been serving Fort Wayne and area families since it was founded in 1925. Now a member of the Dignity Memorial Network, Diamo provides pre-planning, funeral planning, cremation, and memorialization services. Compassionate local care, the most meaningful services celebrating a life well lived, all provided at the best value. Diamo Sons Funeral Homes, a Dignity Memorial provider.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We are back live at the Coliseum. We are tied at 3, and we are going to the third period here tonight. Komets and Jacksonville tomorrow night, right back here at the Coliseum. Rematch, 7:30 will be the start time. We have our first Tip a Comet event coming up. It is coming up quickly, Tuesday, November 12th from 6:30 to 8 o'clock at Doozy Sports Bar and Grill on Washington Center Road in Ramada Plaza. The entire team will be there serving as your waiters for the night, and all tips will go to charity. So come out to Tip a Comet. It's going to be Tuesday, November 12th from 6:30 to 8 o'clock. We'll take another break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an auto owner's independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with auto owner's insurance.
For all of your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Cheer on your hometown team, the Fort Wayne Komets, throughout the season with your hometown dealer.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
The only dealer to give you up to $5,555 more than your trade is worth, with payments as low as $79. Plus, we'll even pay off your lease or loan in full, no matter what you owe. It's gonna be a winning season with your Fort Wayne Komets and
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Online at BigCityCars.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back at the Coliseum, our score is 3-3. We have got a tie hockey game as we go to the third period, as the Komets and the Icemen locked in a pretty good one here tonight, as penalties have really been the issue. Same thing we had on Wednesday nights up in Kalamazoo, as the Wings were 2 for 2. Jacksonville, they're 1 for 3 tonight. Komets had to kill off a big 5-on-3, unable to do that, as one of their goals did come on a power play. But we've got 20 minutes to get things going here. We've got a tie game, so hopefully the Komets will come out and keep those hot starts they've been having to each period. Every Tuesday, fans on Apple Podcasts and at Komets.com, we have a new episode of the Huntington University Komets podcast. Also, all Komet season ticket holders can take advantage of 25% off tuition. Just call the Komet office or the Huntington University admissions office. This week's guest, we have Matt Bowdens, and we will take another break, come back, and play a portion of that interview with Komet rookie Matt Bowdens. We'll be back. You are listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186, about the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
Life is busy enough. And when you add finding a doctor, it can be overwhelming. Lutheran Health Network now makes it possible to find a doctor with just one phone call to 844-LHN-DOCS. One call lets you schedule an appointment with one of more than 50 primary care providers in our network. Just call 844-LHN-DOCS. Finding a doctor with just one call, that's life, powered by Lutheran. Lutheran Health Network includes physician-owned hospitals.
Don't get stuck in the penalty box next season and upgrade to a Real ID. As of October 1, 2020, a Real ID compliant driver's license or state identification card is required to board commercial flights within the United States, visit military bases, and entering certain federal facilities. To view a complete list of required documentation needed to upgrade to a Real ID, visit realid.in.gov.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Okay. Matt Bowden's, who may have had one of the greatest Comet debuts of all time. 2 goals, 2 shots, and a match penalty, which I don't think anyone has ever done before.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Obviously happy about the 2 goals. Wasn't very happy with that penalty, but luckily there's nothing coming from it, and definitely would have liked to have another period out there.
But you endeared yourself to the fans of Fort Wayne right away, because that's the kind of guys this town likes. So I'm guessing I'm going to be filling a lot of Matt Bowden's jerseys pretty soon.
I don't mind that. Obviously, we've seen that Fort Wayne loves their hockey, and just to give back a little bit. And obviously, there'll be some things within the community. We already had a little Subway commercial there, and it seems like there's a tight little relationship between the fans and the Komet organization. So that's always great to have.
Yeah. And I mean, you certainly got the fans on their feet. Now, we were just talking here before we started this that it was almost 10,000 in the building. That's pretty natural for an opening night. But a guy who's not used to playing in front of that many people, is that kind of intimidating, or were you like, wow, this is cool? Yeah, there was definitely lots of build up to the home opener. It's probably been since junior that I've played in front of a capacity like that, and obviously it just brings excitement to you starting off the season. And then, like I said, for us to come away with 2 points too, that was another thing, and kind of show, put the results on the board. So it's great to have that fan support. I'm looking forward to that all year, and hopefully we can bring home Kelly Cup for them. Well, you're a guy who certainly knows something about winning championships. You've got a few pieces of jewelry from your college days, right? Yeah, I was even fortunate enough in my early days in Pembroke. We had a really strong team, the Pembroke Lumber Kings, and in my 17-year-old year, we were able to win national championship, and then made my way to Drummondville and brought me to the University of New Brunswick, and spent 5 years out there. Was fortunate enough to win 3 national championships and have a silver and a bronze medal to go with it. So you kind of get that taste of winning and see what it's like, and that's definitely something I wanted to follow into my pro career, and kind of meeting with some teams and talking to their coaching staff. I felt that Ben had that desire in him as well, and you hear about the traditions that Fort Wayne's had over the years, and it was just exciting to get an opportunity with a team like that with such a history, and glad to be finally a part of it here now, and kind of do my job and do my part of it to bring a championship back. Didn't Ben go to your house to recruit you over the summer? Yeah, he mentioned he was running. Yeah, it was. I spoke to, like, I think a lot of guys leaving school. You talk to team, and all the conversations seem to be pretty similar. And but yeah, no, Ben reached out to me and said that he was going to travel up my way, and I was really excited about that, to kind of meet him face to face, and went out for breakfast. And it was kind of after that, I remember heading back home, giving my parents a shout and said, I think this is the team, and called my agent as well. And yeah, Ben left a great impression on me, and just kind of see how excited he was, and to bring that tradition back to Fort Wayne. It was glad I could be a part of it, that's for sure. Yeah. You spent 5 years in school, so what did you study all that whole time?
Yeah, so I was in a 4-year undergrad in kinesiology. That was one thing. I know even playing junior, my parents always pushed the school side of things, so I'd planned to take the NCAA route. It didn't work out, and ended up in Drummondville for 3 years, and ended up on the platter of the University of New Brunswick, and I think it was the best of both worlds to go get my schooling done, and then also play for one of the best program in the country school-wise. And so I did my undergrad in kinesiology, and then I wasn't kind of sure what I wanted to do, if I wanted to make that jump to pro yet or further my studies, and an opportunity arose with the area education program there. They have 11 months, and with the team we had coming back, and obviously in our 4th year, that was the year we had won the bronze medal, so there was a little sour taste in my mouth, and it was a long summer, kind of just trying to decide what to do, and ended up going back and finished it off the right way with a gold medal, and was able to add another degree to the resume, so that also
have 2 degrees.
Yeah, helped too. So once the hockey career is over, I'll start my teaching career. So that
are they both in kinesiology, or
no? So my teaching degree will allow me to teach secondary, and I can teach physical education, and then geography and history as well. So
Komets rookie forward Matt Bowden's on this week's episode of the Huntington University Komets podcast. You can hear that entire episode by going to Apple Podcasts or Komets.com. We'll play a little bit more of that tomorrow night during the second intermission, as Komets will take on Jacksonville yet again. We're tied at 3. We're going to the 3rd period. We'll be back. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Morning, Dave.
Morning.
Is that your phone?
Yeah, I have an alert for when something big happens in the world of hash browns.
Really?
Yeah. It says here, Tim Hortons hash browns are now just 50 cents.
50 cents? Oh, I'm getting one with my sausage, egg, and cheese sandwich.
Good idea.
Hash browns, hash browns, hash
That's a backup alarm, just in case.
Smart.
Alert! Crispy golden hash browns are now just 50 cents at Tim Hortons. For a limited time at participating Tim Hortons restaurants.
Tim Hortons!
Enjoy your backyard. Visit Knob Brick and Fireplaces to see a huge selection of paver and retaining wall systems for your home. While you're there, you can learn about the outdoor fireplace options that are available from Outdoor Lifestyles. And be sure to check out the showroom for the latest indoor models from Heatolator. Visit Knob Brick and Fireplaces at 4936 Knob Road or on the web at knobbrick.com. NOBBRICK.com. Knob Brick and Fireplaces, Fort Wayne's only locally owned real brick and mortar store.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new players to the team this year. Introducing the all-new Jeep Gladiator and Ram 1500. Also now in the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Cherokee. It's capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Dodge Challenger Hellcat Red Eye. With almost 800 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. We also have an awesome lineup of our new line of commercial ProMaster vans for all your work needs. Come see the complete lineup of new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks all in one place. O'Daniel is a proud sponsor of Komet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the O'Daniel difference when buying your next car, truck, or SUV. O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online at o'danielauto.com.
You're listening to Komet Hockey.
Period set to get underway, and here we go. We are tied at 3. It's a tight one here tonight at the Coliseum. Komets and the Jacksonville Icemen. We start up 5-on-5, and here is Max Gottlieb for the Komets. He sends it backwards into his own zone. Now Gottlieb gets it back, and he comes down the middle of the ice to Jenks across the line. Pass goes behind Szydlowski, and the Komets get pulled offside. Now the Icemen, they have got the puck. Over onto the far boards. They move it forward, zipped into the near side corner here in the Komet zone. And now set up top to the blue line. Icemen have it. It goes down low into the corner. Jenks down there. And now onto the near side. Szydlowski is down there as well. They can't get it to him. And now it goes to Szydlowski finally. And now Szydlowski has got the puck. He moves it out. It goes off the boards. Far side. Now trickles into the Jacksonville zone. Icemen with the puck up along the left side. It's going to go off the skate. The Komets will capitalize. It's going to be pushed in by Shaw. Coming to the near side corner. And here's McKenzie. Tries to set it up top of the blue line now. It is Gottlieb. Here his shot got through.
Rebound.
And House made the save. McKenzie up top to the blue line. Here's a drive. And that is going to go out of play off the stick of Outhouse.
Yeah. Outhouse just redirected that right up into the screen. That gets them the quick whistle, which they needed. Komets had a little pressure on them. But that kills the play right there. They'll change up lines, get ready to go with a face-off in the Jacksonville zone.
Komets out shooting Jacksonville tonight 26-15. But that big 5-on-3 kill that the Komets had to deal with in the second period, that's really been the difference maker. As the puck comes to the blue line, Peshnig with a drive and a
shot on the net.
Made. Kicked out of there. And now this is going to go down the length of the ice, and it's going to be an icing.
Komets won the draw right back to the point. Good shot by Pleshnik right on the net. Goaltender stood his ground in there. Outhouse made a nice pad save. No rebound on it as it went right over to the far boards.
Face off to the right of Outhouse here in the Jacksonville zone. Tied at 3 here in the third. Komets trying to break this 2-game losing skid. Jacksonville looking for their first win of the season. Puck comes right out to Outhouse, gloves it down out of the air. Little change up there right off the draw, and he makes the grab.
Little chip shot. The Komets from the face-off went to the net. Goaltender was in a little bit of an awkward position, but was able to reach up and grab it out of the air. That gets the whistle, and Jacksonville didn't like that lineup, so they changed the forward lines on them. Komets stay pat.
McKenzie will take the face-off. And it goes into the corner. The Icemen with it. Spinning it off the boards and not out. Brady Shaw racing over, but he can't keep it. And the Icemen move it up the ice. Move it up along the right side into the Komet zone. St. Amant trying to poke it away. Comes all the way over on the opposite side. Here's a drive that's going to go wide. And now far side. Held in. Back below the goal line. Chase Lang with it for the Icemen. He peels it into the corner. Now it goes back behind the net. Now it trickles back up along the near side wall. St. Amant with it here in the Komet zone. Trying to get it out. They cannot. They try and tuck it in. It goes wide.
Get that stick out. Goaltender using the stick at the side of the net. Good play.
Back over onto the near wing now. Back into the Komet zone. Komets running around their own end again. Now Binkley picks it up.
There's a good pass. Binkley, an out pass up the wing.
Spreads it out, looking for Shaw. Now the pass goes behind St. Amant. And now he runs into Lang up along the far side near the penalty box. And now it gets out here is McKenzie. Needs some help as he crosses over. McKenzie with it. Comes up to the blue line. It will be Gottlieb hanging on to it. He comes in, tries to center it in. It's intercepted. Back up along the near side. McKenzie takes his man off the puck. McKenzie still all over it. It goes along the far side. Here's Petruzzelli. Petruzzelli trying to go up to the blue line, and that pass is picked off. And it will be Lang with it again for Jacksonville. Spins it off the boards. It goes back below the goal line.
Move it.
Villalta up along the far side, comes out to center ice where the Icemen possess it again. Back into the Komet zone. Here's Haas into the corner with it. He goes back below the goal line, spun off the boards and out. All the way around it goes into the Jacksonville zone. Jacob Szydlowski with it. Ahead he comes up along the left side. And now into the corner below the goal line. It will be Peshnik. He moves it out to the blue line. Szydlowski will keep it in. Comes in front of the net. The Komets have got it. Sean Szydlowski right side trying to bust it out. Comes up along the wing. Crosses over. Szydlowski drop back pass. Oh, nobody home. He had two black jerseys. And he didn't go to shoot. Now we've got a 2-on-1 the other way. Here's a shot and a save made. Back up along the near side to the blue line. And the Komets try and move it out. Brassard gets it out to Szydlowski, and now back into the Jacksonville zone. 4 minutes have gone by here in the third period, still tied at 3. Apavassis will come across. He goes into the corner. Now he tries to center it. It's kicked out of there. And up along the left side for Phelan. He whistles it wide up along the far side. Komets are along the wall there, but again cannot get it out. St. Amant on his man. He goes into the corner. Peels it up along the far side for Phillips. Phillips goes back to McKenzie. McKenzie eyes the open man. It'll be Phillips behind the net. Now Phillips, he is going to spin around in the corner. Tripped up on the play. Looking for a penalty. Referee looking right at it. He doesn't call it. Goes along the far side. And now tossed out to St. Amant. St. Amant will push it in.
It's in. Go get it, guys.
Off the wall and into the corner. St. Amant centers it. Oh, he had a man breaking in. It was McKenzie. Now McKenzie gets taken off the puck. He goes into the corner. Now up along the left side. Back come the Icemen. They come across the line. Poke checked away, coming out to the center line. Now it trickles back into the Jacksonville end. On to the left wing. It is going to be back into the Komet zone, into the corner. Chase Lang with it. Lang goes back behind the net, takes it off the wall. Komets are there to defend it. It is Petruzzelli coming to the blue line, glove down. Shot is going to be blocked, and Petruzzelli hustling on out. He will get it out of there, and it goes along the far side. Off the glass, Petruzzelli is there. He scoops it up, and he sends it into the Jacksonville zone. Outhouse takes it off the wall, coming to the blue line, and it will be Jacksonville with the puck. Lang again, drop pass. Here's a shot. Easy save
the net
for Villalta. Morrison with the puck. The Komets. Passes in front of his own net. Now it gets out to the neutral zone. And now winding up is Mitch Jones. He'll set it around the wall. Chopped at by Peshnig and not out. Far side. Komets working it along the boards, and they get it out. And now the Icemen get back into their own zone. Now it's going to be tipped forward into the Komet end. And it goes to Peshnig. Peshnik on the puck. Now he gets taken off of it. Dayu gets it out, and now the Komets send it all the way back down to Outhouse. On to the left side, banked off the wall. It goes to Jenks at the center line. Over to Bowdens. He'll rip it off the glass, wheels it all the way around, and it comes into the Jacksonville zone. Back now into neutral territory. A.J. Jenks back with it. He retreats back into his own zone, gives it over to Marcus Phillips. Phillips goes over to Bowdens, who's held up on the play, but he gets it to Szydlowski. Got a man break into the net. Here's a shot. It just goes wide. Back up along the far side. And now Jacksonville, they get it out onto the right wing. They come across the line. They got something cooking. Here's a shot. They banned on it. Now in front, another shot. That goes wide, deflected. Up along the near boards. Emerson Clark with a good chance there. Now the Komets here.
Way on the wing, man on the wing.
3-on-2 if they hustle. Far side.
Couldn't get it to Szydlowski.
Szydlowski busting up along that far side. Couldn't get to the puck. And now Jacksonville turning it back on offense. They come to the center line on the left wing. Tossed in. Villalta will make the save, and he'll hang on to it.
They get a whistle. 12:50 to go in the period. Tie score 3-3.
We will take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Outback Steakhouse invites all Komet fans to check out their great menu of steaks and seafood at their Village of Coventry location. Whether it's the center-cut sirloin or the bone-in ribeye, you just can't beat the quality of Outback Steakhouse. Open 7 days a week. Get your steak or seafood prepared just the way you like it. And while you're at Outback, don't miss out on the famous Bloomin' Onion. Outback Steakhouse located in the Village of Coventry, just off the I-69 Jefferson exit on Fort Wayne's southwest side.
The Holiday Inn at the Coliseum, located across from the Memorial Coliseum, is the official home of the Komets. Whether it's a corporate meeting to large wedding receptions or just a getaway weekend, the Holiday Inn has you covered. Event space in the Holiday Inn can hold up to 300 people, and with 151 guest rooms, the Holiday Inn is ready to meet your personal or business needs. With a highly trained staff at the Holiday Inn, you can count on things being done right. Contact the Holiday Inn at the Coliseum to schedule your event today at 260-579-9135.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
12:50 to go in the third period. We are tied at 3. Shane Alberani and Robbie Irons here tonight. Same two teams tomorrow night here at the Coliseum. 7:30 start time.
Need a draw here in our own zone. Get it back.
McKenzie will take the face off.
All right, got it out.
goes between the Jacksonville Icemen defenders, and it goes all the way down. Outhouse will play it. Now up along the left side. It will be Phelan getting all the way into the Comet zone. Back is Haas. Haas with a man on him. He goes into the corner with it, and now he goes along the far side. Comets get it out. Here's St. Amant with it. Takes it off the wall. Now he's going to follow his own pass. St. Amant will take a shot. He just shakes it.
Good hustle by St. Amant.
Far side, Shaw. Back down low to St. Amant. He goes below the goal line.
Muscles a man off. Still controls the puck.
St. Amant up along the near side. To Brady Shaw to the point. Binkley slides it
Binkley.
over.
Here we are.
Here's
Shot.
Gottlieb. He'll take a shot. It's blocked.
Waited too long with it.
Into the corner. Right up in the air. Brady Shaw brings it down. Shaw in the corner. St. Amant is there as well. Comes up along the near side, and he works it to the blue line. Sending it down low, back behind the nets. Here's McKenzie. Brett McKenzie with it to St. Amant in front of the net. Puck rolls on him. St. Amant still with it. And he goes into the corner, near side this time. St. Amant drops it off. McKenzie looking for some room. Goes back behind the net. McKenzie, far side now to the point. Slides it over to Binkley. Right side shot. Save made. He left a rebound. Comets couldn't get to it. Back on the far side, and now the Icemen get it to the blue line and out. Drifting backwards is McKenzie. He sends it ahead. Here is Gottlieb. Gottlieb, cross rink, back in his own zone. And Gottlieb has to go back for it. Goes on the far side. Another bad pass into the Comet zone. It's going to go on the right side. And Binkley cannot get to it. Goes up along the near boards.
Man out. Good check.
Coming up. And this one's going to be knocked out of play.
11:08 to go in the period. Still tied at 3. Face-off will be inside the Comet zone as they change lines again. Comets back at it tomorrow night. 7:30. Jacksonville, same team. Should be a good one tomorrow.
Matt Villalta here in his Comet debuts. Looked good.
Yeah, he's played pretty steady back there. 3 goals on him, but 2 of them on power play goals. But he's hung in there pretty good. And first appearance, 15 saves so far.
Puck coming up to the blue line, controlled by Jacksonville. Hayden Shaw goes down over to Lang. Lang on the far side. He's trying to get around Mason Bergh. Now it comes in front of the net. Bouncing puck, and it goes into the corner. Onto the far side. Comets are there. Coming up, here's Peshnig. Little give and go. Here's Petruzzelli going right down the middle of the ice. Crosses over. Comets are going to be offside.
Pretty tight at the blue line there. Petruzzelli tried to cut across it and just leave it as the Comets were coming in, but they say it was over the blue line as he picked up the loose puck, went to the net. Quick whistle, icing, offside right outside the blue line.
Shots 29-17 in favor of the Comets. Face-off will be just outside of the Jacksonville blue line.
Jinx, Szydlowski.
Jinx will win the drop cleanly. And here's Gottlieb on the right side. Gottlieb, the lefty, toss it in on Outhouse, makes the stick save, goes along the far side and out. And the Icemen with the puck. They'll come across the line. That's going to roll a little bit. Comets will bat it out of there. Here's Jenks going off the wall. Controlled by Prapavesis. He will bring it into the Comet zone. And back below the goal line, it's going to be Jacksonville with the puck. They try to put it in front of the net.
By the net. They try to jam it in.
And Villalta is able to smother it.
Villalta using that stick a little more at the side of the net, keeping that stick out in front of him for deflections. That time he batted away from the guy trying to come around the net. Got his glove on it and finished up by getting the whistle. Face-off stays in the Comet zone. Fresh lines again.
Villalta making his first pro start here tonight. Got in some action with Ontario a couple of weeks ago. Did not start that game. He came in the third period. Here's the drop in the Comet zone. Up to the blue line. Jacksonville wins it, but here's a bad pass. It's going to find its way all the way back in to the Jacksonville zone. Now it's pitched forward. Oh, this should be an icing. Yes, thank you. And that is a Just Cream Ice Cream Boutique icing call. Never settle for just one scoop at Just Cream Ice Cream Boutique on DuPont Road.
Back into the Jacksonville zone. Face-offs become very important. 10 minutes to go in the period. It's the drawback right now, guys.
To the right of Outhouse.
McKenzie will take it for the Comets.
Coming up on the halfway mark here in the third period, still tied at 3. Here's the puck drop. Jacksonville wins it onto the near side, but out. Peshnik back at the center line. He'll move it forward. Now it'll be McKenzie back over to Peshnik. And now feed it up along the wall over the stick of Brady Shaw, going all the way down. And Brady Shaw with a nice poke check, getting it away from Mitch Jones, but it will fall onto the stick of Mercier. And he will bring it forward now into the Komet zone. Drop back pass off the glass. And now the Komets can't come up with it. Up along the near side. McKenzie tried to dart away with it. And now it's going to go all the way down into the Komet end. Stopped by Villalta. And now the Komets here got something cooking up along the far side, bouncing it off the wall. That is Marcus Phillips, and Phillips ran into one Iceman, lost the puck, and now back into the neutral zone it goes. Binkley winds up, takes a shot outhouse to save, and he had Petruzzelli bearing down on him, so he will get the whistle.
Long shot dumped in by Binkley. Goaltender handled it. A little scared as Petruzzelli got in him very quickly. So he took the safe way out, held on. He'll get a draw again. 9-10 in the period.
To the left of Outhouse. Let's see who we've got now. Szydlowski out there along with Bowden. So Jenks will be the centerman. And Binkley and Phillips back at the blue line. Now Jenks gets kicked out.
Shakes his
yet
head
again.
He can't get away with anything.
Szydlowski now will take his spot. Tied up on the dot momentarily. Now it gets loose. And the pass comes out to the center line. Banking it off the wall. Here's Phillips. Phillips trying to backhand it into the Jacksonville zone. And now it goes to Sean Szydlowski. Szydlowski will find a man. It will be Jenks. Jenks goes behind the net.
Cut to the net.
Up top to the blue line. Here is a shot. It's blocked. Coming up and out. Binkley is there. Chips it over to Szydlowski. And Szydlowski puck handles, sends it backwards, and it's picked off on the left wing. Here's a shot. Villalta the save.
Down low. Good shot. Bit of a screen by the defenseman standing up for him. No rebound on the save. Face-off will be in the Komet zone this time. 8:36 to go. Third period. Tie score 3-3.
Hayden Shaw with the shot. And the face-off in the Komet zone to the right of Villalta. Emerson Clark will take the face-off. Clark's caused a few problems out there tonight. As Petruzzelli will now take the face-off for the Komets. And it goes along the boards, and the Komets have got it. Here's Mason Bergh on the right side. Turns on the Jets, puts it out in front of the net. Pass goes behind Morrison, but still in. Far side, Komets now drop it into the corner. Here's a shot off the mask of Outhouse. And it goes along the far boards, bouncing to the blue line. Komets keep it in. And here's Petruzzelli with it.
Circling
gets
in the net now.
In front, tapped, and it goes wide. Bergh tries to put it back in, knocked away. Rolling puck into the corner. And now on to the far side, it's Cedarholm. His pass looking for Clark. It's intercepted. No, it's Clark gets it back. Now he's going to come across the line with it. Back on the far side, Mason Bergh trying to get the puck away. Papavesis up along the near side at the blue line. Dumps it down low, deep into the corner here in the Komet zone. And it's Petruzzelli moving it out all the way into the Jacksonville zone. And Komets changing it up as the puck comes down to Villalta. He'll play it. And now he gets a whistle. Well, pretty quick whistle there.
Yeah.
Villalta wanted to keep that puck moving.
Yeah, he was going to put it in the corner, but he turned his back to the referee. Referee lost sight of the puck, so he blew the whistle very quickly. Face-off will stay in the Komet zone.
We are still tied at 3 here at the Coliseum. Komets started this game up 2-0, and then 3 unanswered by Jacksonville. Gave them the lead, and the Komets got one late in the second. And that's where we are, 3-3. Face off to the right of Villalta. And the Komets win it. They pump it off the wall, but now it's going to be shoved right back into the Komet zone. And it's Petruzzelli there up along the far side, or Brassard rather. He will toss it up along the wall. And Brady Shaw got in the way of it, but the Icemen get it back. Quick pass forward. This should be an icing. Down it goes. So these face-offs now got to take advantage of these down in the Jacksonville zone.
Yeah, one big draw could get a goal on us right now, so let's make sure we get the draw, get her back to the point. McKenzie will take the draw for the Komets in Jacksonville zone. Make it happen, guys.
To the right of Griffin Outhouse. He's faced 31 Komet shots here tonight. McKenzie digs in.
Come on, ref, drop the puck.
His opponent is Pierre-Luc Mercier, and the puck comes to the blue line. Phillips with a shot, just missed it wide on the short side. And now it's going to be Mercier up along the left side. Komets need to hustle back on D. Here they got a man. It's going to be on the far side, wide of the net. And the Komets up with it. Shaw will get it out on the far boards. Can't control it as it goes back to Mitch Jones. He sends it up along the left-hand wall. Rounds in the skates of Jason Binkley, and now back into the Komet zone. Over onto the far side. They move it forward. Here's St. Amant along the boards. Poked away. Binkley back in his own end. Binkley over to Phillips. Phillips on the right side. Giving it a look. Goes down the middle of the ice. He's got a man coming 2-on-1. Here's a shot.
Yeah,
just goes wide. It was deflected.
Yeah, defenseman got across fast enough. Got his stick on it.
And now Gottlieb goes back into the Komet zone. Gottlieb being pursued. Goes along the near side, and he did try to do too much with it. And now Gottlieb will get it back. Gottlieb ahead onto the far side.
Put the puck on the stick.
Pass goes over the stick of Lasarchik. Now the Komets come across. Here's Jenks. Jenks in the corner trying to center it. It's going to be deflected and right up in the air, and Outhouse will snag it.
Jacksonville defense and get those sticks out in front of us. That one was deflected from Jenks. Went straight up in the air. The goaltender was able to come out, get it out of the air, and kill the play right there. Face-off will stay in Jacksonville zone. 6:03 to go in the period.
Face-off to the right of Outhouse. Now we got Mason Bergh to take the face-off. Got Petruzzelli out there with Morrison, Peshnig, and Matt Brassard, who's got a goal here tonight. And the puck is dropped. Komets with it. Morrison will take a shot, and it goes wide. Back on the near boards, and now kicked down low into the corner. Icemen have it. Onto the left wing, and now back into the Komet zone. Peshnik back for the Komets. He's met there in the corner.
Come on, get the legs going, move.
And now Peshnik is able to dig it out. Peshnik goes here onto the near side corner in the Komet zone, looking for some room. Drops it back to Mason Bergh. Bergh will spit it off the boards. Morrison up along the wall, gets bumped from behind, hits the deck, gets back on his feet, and he's still got the puck. His pass going to be tipped, and it's going to get out into the neutral zone. And the Icemen cut it into the Komet zone. And back behind the net, here's Brassard. Brassard up along the far side, moves it forward. And now tossed into the Jacksonville zone. Tipped, and the Komets with it. Onto the right side. Jones takes his mans off the puck. That was Morrison. Now the puck comes back in the Komet end. 15 minutes have gone by here in the third period. We're still tied at 3. And the Icemen have got the puck in their own zone. Going to come off the wall, and back for it is Phillips for the Komets. Phillips along the wall, feeds it forward, touch pass over to St. Amant. St. Amant will come across the line. Can he keep it on his stick? Yes, he can. It goes into the corner.
Coming up.
And it's going to be on Jacksonville. All right, here's the chance. Hooking will be the call. We've got a timeout. When we come back, it'll be power play time for the Komets. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Cheer on your hometown team, the Fort Wayne Komets, throughout the season with your hometown dealer.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
The only dealer to give you up to $5,555 more than your trade is worth, with payments as low as $79. Plus, we'll even pay off your lease or loan in full, no matter what you owe. It's gonna be a winning season with your Fort Wayne Komets. And
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Online at BigCityCars.com.
Hi, welcome to the Subway ad for 5 6-inch subs starting at $3. How would you like it?
From a train conductor.
Well, then let's roll.
Tickets. The Subway 6-inch Express departs daily, making stops at destinations like the Black Forest Ham Cold Cut Combo or the Spicy Italian. Pick from 5 6-inch subs starting at $3. Sit back and enjoy. Subway, make it what you want. All aboard!
Limited time only at participating restaurants. Prices may vary. Additional charge for extras plus applicable tax. No additional discounts or coupons may be applied.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance. and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Hayden Shaw is off for hooking. Second time in the box for him tonight. And the Komets get a power play. Komets 0 for 3 tonight. Tying game here in the third. And here's the puck drop. And Jenks wins it, but a little too much on it. It's going to go all the way into the Komet zone. And here's Brassard. Moves it to Szydlowski on the right side. And now, Brassard with it again. We'll return it to Szydlowski on the right side. He'll dump it into the Jacksonville zone. It comes into the corner. And Cedarholm up along the far boards now, and the Icemen will zip it all the way down. Villalta will stop it. And he'll leave it for Brassard. He'll move it to Szydlowski. Szydlowski's pass goes to Bergh. He'll come across the line, far side.
Offside, guys. You put yourself offside.
Komets timing a little off here tonight.
Yep.
So we'll change it up, see what this line will do. And the face-off will be just outside of the Iceman line. Far face-off dot near the penalty boxes here at the Coliseum. 1:26 to go on the power play.
Face-off just outside the Jacksonville zone.
And it'll be McKenzie to take it. And the drop goes into the neutral zone. It belongs to the Komets. St. Amant gets it back. And now Bergh will push it up to St. Amant. He'll come across the line. Komets looking for some space here. Brady Shaw skipped over his stick. Goes below the goal line. Puts out in front of the net here. Is Gottlieb. Takes a shot. It's blocked. And Gottlieb will track after it. Comes back into the Jacksonville zone, but not for long. And now it gets to the neutral zone, but doesn't get very deep. Komets with it. Gottlieb will come across the line on the far board. Skips it into the corner. Got Graham Craig on him. Goes up top to the blue line. Held in. St. Amant into the corner. Here's Brady Shaw. Puts it towards the net, and a save made by Outhouse. Not much on that.
Yeah, that was deflected towards the net. Goalie grabbed onto it. That'll give him a chance to get organized. Face-off will in Jacksonville zone. We got 45 seconds of power play time. Still plenty of time. Just got to win a draw and set it up.
Komets only one shot on goal in this power play so far.
Jake Szydlowski out there.
32 shots on goal for the Komets tonight. 20 for Jacksonville, so they've just had 5 here in the third period. Komets now have had 9. And Jenks wins the drop. Brassard will take a shot. Save
the rebound.
As goes off the post. It does not go in.
It was off the rebound. Jenks was right there. Couldn't bang it in the net.
It hit Outhouse. It hit the post. Then it hit Outhouse again. And it goes out of play. Another inch, and the Komets have the lead.
Yeah, Jenks shaking his head right now how he missed that, but it was a bouncing puck. He got a whack at it, hit the post, went across the goal line and out the other side. Did not go in the net. Face off back in the Komet zone right now. Still 29 seconds power play.
Jenks will take the face off to the right of Villalta. And the puck is dropped, and Jenks wins it to Szydlowski on the right side. Komets still on a power play. Szydlowski's pass hits a skate, and it goes back into the Komet zone. 3 minutes to go. Brassard has got it. Pushes it in.
Get on it.
14 seconds to go in the power play. Up top of the blue line. Brassard stepping up, keeping it in. Brassard gets deep. Up top, here's Szydlowski in the slot. Coming down low. It takes a shot. It goes wide of the net. Up top again. Szydlowski slides it over.
All even. Need a shot.
Shot goes wide on the stick side.
5-on-5 again. 2:36 to go, period.
And the Icemen get it into the Komet zone. Far side, Brassard quickly ahead to Lasarchik. Gets behind the D. Now he sneaks into the corner. Komets will change it up. Lasarchik held up on the play in the corner. And now it goes back behind the net for Bowdens. Bowdens with it, tries to tuck it home, and it will be snagged out of the air by Outhouse.
Came around the side of the net, puck went up in the air, and somehow Outhouse was able to get his glove on it and grab it out of the air as the Komets are trying to muscle it in front of the net. Face-off will stay in Jacksonville zone.
2:15 to go here in the third. And the last 5 or 6 minutes pretty much been owned by the Komets, even when they've been even strength.
They're pushing, but Nobody other than the power play. There's a couple of chances the Komets had. Face-off will stay in the Jacksonville zone.
And here's the puck drop. Komets win
point.
To the blue line. Oh, bad pass. We're going to have a breakaway. They're coming in on Villalta. They shoot. Save made. Villalta. And now back the other way. That could be a game saver right there. Up top of the blue line. Emerson Clark on the near boards. And it's tied up in the neutral zone. Tied up there near the Jacksonville bench. Everybody chopping away at it. Now it gets loose and now back into the Jacksonville zone. Controlled by Boudouin. He'll get it across the line. Sets up for Clark. Clark tries to feather it in. It's blocked. And now coming along the near side. Clark with it into the corner. Got his pocket picked by Morrison. Morrison on the right side. He will skate with it. He'll try to feather it in. The Komets are going to be offside. 1:22 to go in the third period. And Matt Villalta with the biggest save of the game.
Bad mistake at the Jacksonville blue line. The defense giving it to each other. Got mixed up. Man shot down the center of the ice. Went in on the breakaway. Villalta makes a great save.
Alexis Dayu had a chance to give Jacksonville the lead.
1:22 in the period.
McKenzie was in the face-off circle. He gets kicked out of the drop. And St. Amant will take it. St. Amant wins it quickly back in the Jacksonville zone. Coming into the corner, back behind the nets. And it's Szydlowski up to the blue line and out. Komets kick it right back into the Jacksonville zone. Icemen have got the puck. Prepavessis onto the right side. And now the Icemen will enter the neutral zone.
Last minute of the period.
Tied at 3. We're coming across the line. Jacksonville with the puck. In we go. Here's Peshnik. Wheels it around. Comes up top of the blue line. Prepavessis with it. Now Jacksonville getting comfortable. Here's a shot. It's blocked. St. Amant. He has got it. Feathers it up along the wall. McKenzie bearing down on it. Won't get there first. Szydlowski beats him to the punch. Onto the far side, it's Lang. Lang has Brady Shaw on him, trying to keep it down there, and Shaw does. Shaw along the far side, he's double-teamed, and the puck is going to squirt loose. Marcus Phillips gets it to St. Amant, now to Brady Shaw. Shaw will come across. Shaw now looking for someone to give it to. Sends it across, and we have got McKenzie tangled up. Komets won a penalty on that. Szydlowski knocked him off the puck, and now back below the goal line here is St. Amant taking a shot. A save made by Outhouse. Down to 10 seconds to play in regulation. Bowden's with it. Now St. Amant with it in the corner. Now with 6 seconds. And now Jacksonville with a chance to bust it out with only 2 seconds coming across the line. And there's the horn. And we're going to overtime. First overtime of the season, tied at 3. Komets will get a point, and we will take a break. 3-on-3 coming up. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Bridgewater Golf Club in Auburn is always open to the public. You're enjoying a hockey game right now, but that doesn't mean you can't dream about golf. Warm days on a beautifully manicured course sounds good, right? Bridgewater Golf Club is an 18-hole par 72 course with tees for every skill level. Also, you can enjoy the Bridgewater full-service restaurant that's open year-round. Visit BridgewaterGC.com to see everything Bridgewater Golf Club in Auburn has to offer. Enjoy the rest of the game. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
A wild ride tonight. See, here at the Coliseum, we're going to overtime. 3-on-3 overtime, tied at 3. If nothing has been decided after this next 7 minutes, we have got a shootout. And remember, the rules have changed. It used to be a 5-minute 3-on-3. Now it is a 7-minute 3-on-3.
There you go. Komets out shooting them 11-6 in that third period. They had the power play chance late in the period. They had a couple of shots. Jinx has got to be shaking his head on it because he had a good one in front of the net. Puck was scrambling around, hit the post, went across the net, and out of the outside of the net. We never got the goal on it. We're into overtime right now, and as you say, 7-minute overtime. We'll go there. 3-on-3, so it should be interesting right here. I think this is a great format, this 3-on-3 for an overtime. Exciting for the crowd.
Jenks will take the face-off. And the Komets get to it. Szydlowski to Gottlieb. Gottlieb has got it in his own zone, and he drops it off to Szydlowski. Now to the right side, Gottlieb trying to catch up to it. Up along the far side, the Komets playing a little keep away here in the neutral zone. Gottlieb with it over to Jenks. Now back to Szydlowski. Szydlowski on the right side. Quick pass forward to Gottlieb. Gottlieb will come across the line. Gottlieb still with the puck going into the corner. Gottlieb with it, has Szydlowski open on the point. He's got it. Szydlowski now back it up, and he's got to get it out of the zone. Nothing there. Szydlowski has it, quickly turns it, coming across the line. Szydlowski is offside. He's got to get back, and he gets it back to Gottlieb. Komets have possessed this puck for almost a full minute here. Komets now looking to change it up. St. Amant to Jenks. And Jenks back to St. Amant. Back at the Komet blue line. In no rush here. 3-on-3 overtime period.
Everybody changing lines on the fly, getting fresh players out there.
Jason Binkley, he's got it for the Komets.
Winding it up.
Comes across the line. Binkley with the puck into the corner. Binkley goes down there. He has got St. Amant with him. St. Amant banging around. St. Amant with the puck, and he gets around one man, goes up along the far side, gets some space.
Anybody can't get loose. Good checking, man for man.
No shot there. Now it will be opposite side. Komets still with it. And the Icemen have yet to control the puck at all. And we're a minute and a half into this overtime. No shots on goal so far. So Marcus Phillips has it. Phillips up along the far side, gets tripped on the play. Phillips, he lost the puck. And now McKenzie comes across. He'll cut the man off, and it goes into the corner. Here in the Komet zone. Iceman with it. Dayu hanging on to it here on the right side. Going to get crowded by Phillips. Going to come up to the blue line. Dayu with it on the right side. Still being pursued by Phillips. And now he hands it off. And on to the right side. Now the Icemen will have a chance here to spread things out as they go deep in their zone. Boudouin down the middle of the ice. 3-on-3 overtime coming across the line. Poke checked away by the Komets. McKenzie can't get to it. On the far side, it's Boudouin. He goes back behind the net, puts it out in front. Knocked away by the goaltender. Now back below the goal line. And the Iceman with it up top to the blue line. And it is misplayed by Boudouin. He's got to go back for it. And the Komets with it now at center ice. McKenzie coming across on the left side. McKenzie to the blue line. Over. Here's a shot. It goes wide. Brassard was there. Now Brady Shaw with a chance. Shaw with it. Point. Needs some help. Brassard in the slot. Can't get a shot off Brassard now. Skating over to the right. Coming in on the goaltender. He goes back behind the net. Centers it in. It goes all the way down the length of the ice. Villalta quickly ahead. 3:54 to go in overtime. Komets come across. Here's Petruzzelli on the left side. No, that's Morrison. Scoops it up. Backhander goes wide. Morrison puts it on the wall. Morrison, top of the far circle, coming up to the blue line. Morrison bides his time. And now he spins it into the corner, and Brassard has got to get off for a change. And the Icemen now, they'll have a chance to push it down the ice. No, they won't. Komets will take it away. Lasarchuk at center ice. Sarchuk, who hasn't been out there a lot tonight, so he's got the freshest legs. Down to 3:21 to go in overtime. Here's Gottlieb from his own zone on the left side. Comes across the line. Got a man. The trailer is Petruzzelli. Taking off the puck, and it goes into the corner. Now the Komets, they're caught.
2-on-1.
2-on-1. Petruzzelli. Lang got a man. He comes in, puts it, knocked away, and the Komets get it back. It will be Petruzzelli. Villalta with a big save, puts it into the corner. Nobody there. And now it will be the Icemen with it. They put it out in front again. The Komets with it. And they're going to put it right back to Chase Lang. Lang at the blue line. Sends it backwards. We got 2:44 to go in overtime. Tied at 3 here at the Coliseum. On the far side, here come the Icemen. Poked away. They coming in, and now it's going to go wide of the net. And coming in to the corner, it's Garrett Ross. Ross now coming in, taking a shot, goes right down to Villalta. He'll play it
First
safe.
Whistle.
And he'll get a whistle.
2 shots on goal by Jacksonville. No shots by the Komets. We played almost 7 minutes, 4 minutes and 32 seconds, and we haven't got a shot on goal. A lot of puck possession, but nobody's shooting the puck.
Villalta had the biggest save of the overtime.
Yep.
On that 2-on-1.
Face-off will be in the Komet zone. Fresh troops on the ice for both teams. Jinx out there right now. Binkley at the point.
Jenks wins it back to Binkley. Zips it around. Here's
got Shaw on the ice with him.
Shaw
way over.
Side has Jenks. Here we go. 2-on-1. Jenks on the left side. Back to Binkley. It was behind him, but I think the defenseman got a piece of it.
Yep. Take the shot there. He was in.
On to the far side. Icemen with it. And Jenks takes his man off the puck, and Jenks has got it.
Jenks got a 2-on-1 with Shaw. Got a 2-on-1 with Shaw.
Coming across. Jenks shoots. Save made. Rebound. Just goes wide.
Good shot,
Shaw
Jenks.
Had a chance.
Good save.
Iceman with the puck. Down to 1:50 to go in overtime. And the Komets taken away. Nice job by Shaw. Shaw coming in. Can he get a shot off? He does, and it goes wide. Back on the far side.
Yeah, Amont in the front all by himself. Couldn't get it to him.
Iceman with the puck.
1:35 in the period.
They come across the line. Fortier. Nice move, but he lost the handle on it.
Here we go.
2-on-1 again. Coming across the line, it is Bowden, snaps one off, Outhouse the save, and he hangs onto it.
Went in, never moved the puck enough. One movement on the puck is all they had. Had a 2-on-1 from center ice, only passed the puck once. Got to move the puck, get everybody moving at the same time. They get a good shot on net, but again, Outhouse makes the save. 1:23 in the period. Overtime.
To the right of Outhouse we go. And Mason Bergh will take the face-off. Got Brassard out there along with St. Amant. Wins it back cleanly to Brassard. Brassard's pass is going to be tipped, and it could turn into a scoring chance. On the right side, it's Emerson Clark. Clark drops it back. Komets goes back. It goes back to Villalta. He'll stop it. Brassard has got it. 1:08 to go in overtime. Brassard, cross-ring pass to Bergh. Bergh on the left side, cuts across. Here's St. Amant with a rip, and that's going to find the seats.
Last minute of the period. Amant going in there. That time he tried to take the shot. Defenseman stood up on him, got the stick, deflected it up over the glass. We got a face-off, which will be in Jacksonville zone. 1 minute to go in the overtime. Then we go to the shootout.
To the left of Outhouse. And it's going to be Mason Bergh. Szydlowski will be on his left-hand side, and we have got Gottlieb back at the blue line.
Szydlowski on the ice.
Komets win it. Szydlowski flattens it out, top of the circle. Szydlowski into the corner he goes, trying to get some room. Szydlowski on the far side. Still with it, skates through two defenders. Szydlowski has that puck glued to his stick, goes into the corner. Gottlieb goes back behind the net. Gottlieb on the far side, splits the defenders, takes a shot, scores! Komets win it in overtime!
There you go.
Max Gottlieb! 41 seconds left in the OT, and the Komets win it! Max Gottlieb! He split the defenders, finally got a good-looking shot, and he didn't miss.
We'll take that win.
We get a replay here. Komets win it in overtime. A hard-fought win. Komets saw their 2-goal lead evaporate.
Yeah, give Szydlowski a lot of credit on that. After he won the faceoff, he held the puck inside the zone. He had two men on him. They almost stole the puck off him, but he was able to force the puck back in the corner. Gottlieb got the puck, then circled out in front. The defense let him go for a split second. He got into shooting position, let the shot go, beat the goaltender. Overtime win, Komets.
And you're right.
Good one.
Sean Szydlowski, you got to give him really the credit for that because he had that puck glued to his stick, and he went through everybody, got it to Gottlieb, and Gottlieb netted the game winner. With 41 seconds left to go in overtime, Komets win it 4-3. We'll be back to wrap it up. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Oscar C. Mitson Insurance Agency, the insurance provider of the Komets for 30 years. If you buy your auto and homeowners insurance from a website or 800 number, here's a better idea. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance. They are an independent agency with access to many companies. They'll find the fit for you at a price that fits you. Talk to an agent who lives here in Fort Wayne, an agent who is your neighbor. Call Oscar C. Mitson Insurance at 749-0100.